Hello, everyone, and welcome to a Wormhole Wednesday.
It's not even Wednesday.
Oh, man.
It's Tuesday.
Hold on. We got to try that one again. Question is, did he know it or didn't he know it?
Man.
I can't tell you. I really can't tell you if I knew it or not.
Hey, everybody.
What year is it?
Hey, if you're one of these people that's posted in the podcast discussion channel recently, that is entirely meaningful.
It is.
That's crazy.
If you aren't one of those people and you have no idea what we're talking about, episode 216 of the Covenant Cast, we posted an end of an era podcast episode, which sort of relates to this stream because we've been streaming 4 or 5 days a week since the start of the pandemic, and that is changing. This is our last week of streaming for 2022. Starting in 2023, our content is going to change a little bit. We're working through that. If you want more details, you can go to the podcast. If you post in the Discord on the podcast channel, as Steven said. It's been
awesome to learn, just to have an actual bird's eye view. Mm-hmm. You just rarely get to actually talk to viewers and customers in that kind of a
direct
way.
Yeah,
I mean, so many brands are like missing out on that.
Imagine back in like the 50s.
Yeah. Hey, man, back in the 50s, I'd have had 2 bourbons by now, and I'd have designed some kind of a commercial over the past month, and I've been getting paid $20,000, and it would have bought me 5 cars.
If you were Don Draper.
Well, I would have.
Most people are Pete or below.
But they were having 2 bourbons as well.
Yeah.
So it's probably going to be, it's looking like just rolling into the new year. We're going to do 1 stream a week. We're going to do some more produced content, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it. And just remove the, as Zach was saying, Wormhole Wednesday, it's like, we're just spaced out because this is, it's been an exhausting and a fun and a wonderful journey. But we're ready to move on to something bigger and better for everybody, including ourselves. And then on that note, please join us on Thursday. We're gonna be sending things off in beautiful fashion. We're gonna do a finale stream. God willing, we got a giant storm coming in, I guess, on Thursday.
I'm gonna do this for another reason.
So even if it doesn't manifest the way we want it to, we'll probably try to stream from home or do something crazy.
Yeah.
And there's Van. What's up, fellas? Van, I saw your comment in general chat. That was awesome. Thank you for that. I don't know if I emojied it or anything like that.
Responded. I'm trying to keep up. It's been great. Awesome.
It was really awesome. Awesome.
I feel like with the thoughtfulness and heartfelt nature of the comments people are leaving, that I need to like just reacting with like a heart or something is not enough. But it's been a lot. It's really amazing.
Yeah, I read them every morning, and I still haven't worked through them today. The ones we've had today, which has been awesome. What are we doing today? Well, that's a good question, Zach. I'm glad you asked.
Looks like you're feeling some tokens.
We've got, of course, some holiday goodies for compatible with KeyForge that we want to make sure everybody sees that might be interested in grabbing these. We're pre-ordering these limited editions until December 30th, after which they will not be available broadly on the store. Which means
they're currently available to pre-order.
Yeah, available to pre-order right now. We're closing that on December 30th at a random time, I guess, whenever I wake up or whatever.
I thought it was... it's through December 30th, right?
I don't know. I didn't say through. I said pre-order ends December 30th.
Let me look.
I don't use words like through because, like, then what does that mean? I got to close it on midnight?
Well,
I'm not interested in staying up till midnight.
You can close it whenever you want. The main thing is you just can't close it before then.
No, I won't close it on the 29th.
So that's why, like, if I was reading it, I would expect it's going to be available. Let's just read it. Let's see.
What does it say?
Pre-orders end December 30th.
That's right.
All right, well, hey.
Yeah,
it's right there on the box, dude.
It could be 10 a.m., it could be 12, it could be 7 p.m. that night.
So if you want these or any of our 2022 limited edition holiday tokens.
Get them before the 30th, ideally. I mean, why are you waiting?
Well, you know, people have lives. They don't know how much they're going to spend for Christmas or even get for Christmas.
You got a phone, you can pre-order them right this second.
What if you don't have the money?
Well, if you have the money on the 30th, but not the 29th, you are in the unique position where this matters very much.
I think for a lot of people, it's, do I have money on the 26th?
Yeah, the 26th is where it's at.
Yeah. Both because of gifts you're buying for people and then maybe gifts you're getting.
You got to see the washout.
It's like, I got these gift cards. I got to spend them.
I'm in that situation, too, where it's like it's all just some big Christmas slush fund and you're spending out of every spending opportunity you've got. And then you look at the statement at the end of the year and you're like, I hope this all works out. Yeah. So yeah, we're going to be playing some KeyForge. Also, I brought the Mindbug today.
Just in case.
I feel like for holidays, it's a really great holiday game.
Is it Richard Garfield?
It is Richard Garfield, so it relates. The visual style is similar to KeyForge as well. So gonna play some of that, I think, today as well.
You want to go top down so we can see these tokens real quick?
Let's take a look. You did some things that people have kind of... Wow, that looks horrible.
You heard it here first. Genius marketing from the marketing department. Now, hold on. I want to put it on some cards.
There you go. Now you can actually see these things.
Yeah.
The cameras obviously have a weird relationship with light.
So there's... correct me if I'm wrong. Are these together or separate?
We got the keys. We got the amber. That's going to be
this set here.
Singular set, yeah, keys and amber.
And then the amber themselves, unique designs on every set, like normal.
Acrylic too. You can tell, right?
Yeah.
You see that frosted look to it?
There's definitely one side that's like frosty.
I'm a frosted man myself.
Yeah. I'm with you. It's got a cool vibe going on.
Yeah.
But these are the amber are in frosted acrylic with yellow.
With the yellow felt.
Engravings.
Now, you know why we did that? Because there's a lot of people that have been talking. They say all the time, well, amber is technically yellow.
Good luck proving it.
I mean, if you look at some of the amber stuff, like in the rule book,
on the sensor Filio,
right there on the card, is that yellow or is that orange?
It's in there, you know.
So we figure we try to make everybody happy.
The thing is, the background is more yellow than orange, and this is definitely leaning towards orange.
But it's also leaning towards yellow.
It's not. I mean, orange has yellow in it. You know what I mean?
Put the card down.
You know what I mean?
Put it on here. All right, now hold on. Where's the orange?
Right.
You got the orange one?
It's a very vibrant orange, though, you know? Yeah, it's in between those two.
It's in between. So we figure if you're really into it, you just do this. Buy the orange ones and the yellow ones. And then
Is this a sequel to the Focus Token Plus video? They just stack them up.
So we did make the yellow ones, and because we had the frosted acrylic going, went ahead and printed some keys in the frosted acrylic as well, so you can have a nice holiday frosted time. And I know that everybody's always looking for some cool new keys to have for the game, which is, of course, KeyForge. Keys are very important. We also did, so this is a fun story. In the beginning, the stun tokens were blue.
Okay.
When we first made the set. Now, I think that was in Age of Ascension, and then I think it was the set after Age of Ascension, or it was when in Age of Ascension, they introduced the Ward and Enrage token. And they made the Ward token blue, which meant that the stun tokens moving forward from the base set turned to yellow to accommodate the new color palette.
Like the cardboard version of the token.
And our stuns were still blue, so we'd heard from people that said, hey, you're going to make those in the new yellow for a while. And we thought, well, now that KeyForge is actually back again, it's a good time to do that. So we've sold these in separate packs. So if you have an existing set of Archon tokens, you can grab the separate pack of stuns. It's just the stun and the one chain. Chains aren't really, nobody's really exploring like 32 chain decks. We thought when we first designed these, we had the 6 chains on the back. And it was like, yeah, you might need 30 chains it doesn't. Yeah. Nobody's doing that.
You just don't.
Yeah,
and
so,
if you do, you just get like a D20 or something.
Exactly.
Crazy.
So rather than going through those links, we're just going to make it a single token with the one chain on the back and then the stun. And then those will move to the main Archon set once we're done with the pre-orders and we get into the new year. We'll actually just flop that in and make one Archon set that has the yellow stuns. So this is your opportunity to buy them without having to rebuy the entire set, which of course we like to do. Other things you should know. Hey, check this out. Listen, I know we're here for KeyForge, and we will play it. We'll get right into it.
This is right in 30 minutes.
This is right in the pocket of things that you guys need to know about.
As a KeyForge player.
Yeah. We're doing SoulForge Fusefest, which of course is the sister unique deck game from Stoneblade that carries a lot of the elements, very different game, but it is also in the unique format. And one of the things we didn't do very well, the royal we, which is me, is whenever we were talking about this event and we launched it, we obviously talked about SoulForge and pitched it to that audience, but what we didn't explain was that this is an event you can go to without owning any SoulForge Fusion cards, without having ever played the game before. So I'm going to be teaching the game the morning of the event. There's a giant spread of events on Saturday. I'm going to be teaching the game over our free provided breakfast,
which is
for all attendees.
From 8 to 10 a.m.?
Yeah, 8 to 10 a.m. is the breakfast time. So from 9 to 10, anybody who wants to learn the game, if you show up and you just want to get handed SoulForge Fusion decks and taught how to play, and then you can enjoy the entire day, that is absolutely doable.
This is February 4th, 2023.
Yeah, 2023, February 4th. So it's a pre-release, so all the product that's going to be used during that day is given out at the event itself. You don't have to have a collection, you don't need to bring any cards, and that's why I'm saying you don't even need to know how to play. Because I can teach, if you're a KeyForge player, I can teach you how to play SoulForge maybe 10 minutes.
I could teach someone how to play it in 100 seconds.
I don't believe that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would like to put that to the test.
All right, we should see this.
You'll get a 100-second version at 10:01, and I'll actually teach the game from 10:05 to 10:30.
Oh, see, what I was going to say is we can test my theory on a stream next year as part of our new plan. Is like Steven thinks he can teach it in 10 minutes. Zach thinks he can teach it in 100 seconds.
100 second.
We're going to, I mean, it's the perfect like YouTube short. I mean, boom, 100 seconds.
How many people will be gratified by that content?
Dude, and then it would be, we could do a whole YouTube channel, which
100-second game.
Learn to play in 100 seconds.
Yeah. We'd be known for that.
Yeah. Instant, short-term hits of dopamine.
I can't imagine anything better than that.
You know what? I'll do you one better. You want to know something? I can help the quality here.
You know what? I'm here for it.
If we're going the opposite direction that we've been talking about, what if you had a whole channel that was just YouTube Shorts, 15 seconds or less, opening a booster pack of a card game? Mm-hmm. No words.
Could we be
just
the Taylor Red of CCGs?
Totally. I mean, you know, if you just could scroll through booster packs being opened, I wonder how you just get that dopamine hit every time.
Would it though? Would it? Maybe it would. I don't know.
It depends on the game.
Psychology.
It depends on the game. But like if you had a box of like base set Pokemon and it was just like a 15-second video open.
Well, now it's getting expensive.
Well,
it didn't
dopamine hits aren't free.
A $10,000 video. Anyway, all that to say, if you're looking for something to do in February, you want to get back among the people and you want to play some tabletop games, hang out with Zach and I and a few of the Covenant staff at that event with a great SoulForge Fusion community, you should definitely consider that. And then X-Men boards, yeah, Josh, I'll show you this.
Josh says those X-Men boards these are boards inspired by
X boards.
Yeah. Inspired by our favorite men and women in yellow and blue. I've heard of one of each, and I'm on the fence about getting 2 more. How many player boards are needed? Currently, I have 8. 6 black and 2 red.
A little bright on those lights, honestly.
Well, top down's better for the yellow. It was really popping yesterday.
The event's in Tulsa, Jamie. You can find it on our website, SoulForge Fusefest.
Bryce will post the link in the chat. Madtown saying he can't wait to learn from that video. So, Josh, if you were maxing out on X-Men, if you had 4 players and each had a board, that's 4 boards. If you want the villain to also have the 2 boards, I mean,
I feel like they need an X board, though, do they?
Well, I'm saying if you he's got 6 black and 2 red boards, so like you probably already have enough boards. But
we're not gonna tell you not to spend money.
I don't know how many. I can't tell you how many you need, honestly.
You need 2.
One of each as an individual seems pretty good, but if you have a team of 4 that's playing and you like them all to be themed.
And sometimes, even if you have a team of 2 and both of them have blue as their primary color, maybe you want to use the yellow boards to complement them, or maybe you want to use the blue boards to match them, because like Cyclops is almost all blue, and then Wolverine is almost all yellow.
That's right.
So you gotta mix and match. Then if Jubilee comes out, that's gonna be all yellow. I don't think she has any blue to speak of.
Yeah.
Okay, let me catch up with the chat here, and then let's choose some decks. You want to just use some random?
Yeah, I'll grab us a random pairing of decks. How about that?
Okay, Josh, and thank you so much for having 8 boards. That is fantastic.
Yeah, that is.
You're putting Bryce's future children through college.
No comment.
Andre Rodriguez, I'm gonna roll back. Hold on, Josh, check this out. So Josh says jokingly, I appreciate the streams. Post-produced Netrunner coming back, JK. Maybe. Very possible, in fact. Actually.
What world is this? What's this?
Andre Rodriguez, I'm so grateful that this is exam week, so I'll just be grading exams and watching the last days of TC live streaming. Thanks for everything. Thanks for Andre. It's great to see you in the chat, as always. Aaron asking, have we read any of the short stories set in the KeyForge universe? Let me tell you something. There's 2 things that are relevant to this. Zach knows that this is about to just be a disaster. I can't tell you personally. I actually looked at I was playing Genesis role-playing a few weekends ago. Went to Denver to visit an old friend. We played a bunch of games. We played Spelljammer, we played Torchbearer, and we played Spelljammer in the Genesis system, which was quite cool. But one of the supplementary manuals that he had was for the KeyForge role-playing Genesis supplement.
Really?
Yeah. And you know, I'm sorry, Andrew, if you're listening. Andrew Navarro, of course. He had a lot to do with the KeyForge universe. It is so broad and anything goes to me that I just can't bring myself to care too much about the stories therein. But if you're saying that these short stories are really good, I mean, there's a lot of really good things to be reading out there. Are they absolutely worth our time? I will put you on the spot, Aaron. Said David Geimer has an excellent story that I'd recommend. So even when I was playing the spoils, I like the flavor text. I like to learn about the factions, what they're doing. They seem to have an interrelated relationship in the world of the radio.
Yeah,
well, that seems cool. KeyForge is just, as far as I can tell, it's basically like pull anything you want from anywhere, plug it into a matrix of races on this weird planet, and then they're keyforging.
Like Martians?
Yeah, I guess so. Martians, star people, Brobnar, anybody could be there. You and I could be there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm with you to an extent. I don't really understand how the universe functions.
Yeah. I
don't necessarily care to.
Yeah, it doesn't hit me in that space.
If people were talking about it being exceptional, it's interesting. But it's similar with spoils. Like, it's an interesting enough universe, but I don't know.
I'm here for the cards.
Well, it's even just like you get these ideas of the universe, and then you can draw lines and imagine what it might be like. But once it fills in, I don't know.
Could it fill in? Because it's an indefinite addition of objects.
KeyForge?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because the idea is there's just massive structure in the universe, and then all the races just plug into it whenever they want or something.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I'm asking the wrong guy.
Yeah, clearly we were not the target audience.
Zach Armstrong, our great friend and rival, said the story Squire Duma at the Gate of Hope is the one you should read. If you only read one, it focuses with a tight enough lens to make you care. J.K. Rowling bringing in It's Fortune Time.
Of course it is. Shochi84 has a great idea. Says, can we please get Wolfpack versus Arsenal Pack drama updates like WWE style promotions in the new format?
That's exclusively the new content that we're doing.
It would be pretty amazing to just have like the 60-second clips like that for Fab.
Yeah.
As like a channel. And all that channel needs to do is have, it really should be someone like Tall Timmy or, and they just bring people on to like talk smack.
Yeah.
And they just post these 60-second clips. I would find that very humorous. But it's like you have to know sort of situation.
Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something, brother.
I don't think I ever want to watch a 60-second clip of anything ever again in my life.
I don't know if that's true. We have so many things like
not even like people falling down anymore is worth it.
I feel like we could have a whole show around you making ludicrous statements and me just attempting to prove you wrong. It's like, can I actually find a 60-second clip that you'd be like, you know what, that was actually valuable and worth my time? That'd be
a great challenge.
Like, imagine a 60-second clip that taught you how to play SoulForge. Now we're down to 60 seconds.
But I don't want that. I want to live and breathe in the space that I'm in. You know, I don't want to feel like I'm cramming every part of life into 60-second intervals, so that I can make more time for more 60-second intervals.
Do you think there is no value in a 60-second video?
I wouldn't go that far, no.
Okay.
I would say it's not for me.
Yeah, okay.
I've learned this. See, my wife is...
Kato says Steven will never watch a movie trailer again.
No, they're more than 60 seconds. At least 2 minutes, 2.5.
A proper trailer is 2 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
But
2-minute videos are wonderful.
I think a 60-second. Yeah, that's the line. Somewhere between 60 and 120. I think teasers are 30 and 60 seconds, like movie teasers, but a full trailer.
Yeah. I'm done being teased, man. Maybe I'm getting old. I don't want to be teased anymore.
You are.
I just want to eat. Give me the beef. I want the main course.
And you want it like...
If you want to teach me SoulForge, sit down and have a beer with me and teach me the game in an hour.
Well, clearly the best way to learn SoulForge is over breakfast with Steven at Fusefest.
All I want is the best.
I mean,
maybe that's
clearly, yeah. Like, you want to... But at the same time, sometimes you
got 60 seconds. Sometimes you got 60 seconds, and you just need to scroll.
Everett, 60-second clip of his children's birthday party.
Yeah. Aaron H. I come from a Games Workshop background. Lore is always my go-to. The David Geimer story is wonderful. That's the one I'd recommend. Thank you, Aaron, for that. Zach says, rival is generous.
Zach Armstrong. Don't tease me. Give me the beef. Put it on the shirt.
What's up, JK? Good to see you. I'm going to sleeve my deck.
Well, there's two decks.
Let me sleeve something.
You have the Glass Umberco, and you have He That Swears to Warriors.
Well, that's pretty obviously blue and what I am.
All right. Yeah, he swears to Warriors.
I was swearing at Warrior, the class.
You have a Tide card on the bottom. Just be aware. Yeah, he's the Warrior man.
I played that Bolton Axis deck.
Did you play it?
I did.
Did you hop onto Talishar?
I did.
Oh.
Hopped on with our old friend Alex Becker.
No way. Mm-hmm. How'd you feel about the Talishar environment?
I can tell you, Talishar works just fine on my country internet. And my gosh, I told him immediately, it's like, I feel like I'm in the 90s internet.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
But it works.
Yeah, it's an application.
Yeah, and it just gets the job done, and it can be, it's browser-based.
It does. Browser-based online play is sick.
Is the dream.
SoulForge working on the app. I was glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Did Christian say anything about the KeyForge future with that? He was like really.
I think the official statement is like we would like to do it, but we're not committing to do it.
We're focused on in-person play right now, kind of thing.
Which I think is reasonable.
Yeah, that's fine.
I went on a little bit of a tour this weekend on Marvel Snap. We talked about that yesterday on the Marvel stream.
Yeah, it was fun.
But that gave me really good context for how valuable I think an app could be. For KeyForge or SoulForge particularly, I think is built for an app. Clearly.
It was. I don't know that KeyForge could do an app. Thinking about it now.
Yeah.
I've always
once I talked about that battle line, you were like, oh no.
I've always screamed about it non-existing, but then you realize that you got a tiny screen and could be 20 creatures, and I don't want to click in and try to.
Yeah. But an iPad app, tablet app,
so.
Browser-based app, like whatever.
I think maybe they were right to just focus on. I was wrong on that. I'll say it openly.
Mark me.
I think we talked so long about it is absurd. Just when you don't think about the specifics. Not having an app, I mean, it's just everything is there. It's got the ecosystem. It's got the digital integration already. You've got your decks online, but it may well be that a unique deck game, the third iteration of this past SoulForge, maybe that's going to have to be a critical part of the engine of a unique deck game because you're having to scan these things in anyway. You may as well have those cards that you can then use in a digital environment, or they could design a KeyForge variant that is built for digital. That maybe some decks are better digitally than physically, so maybe you have a max battle line of 6, and there's a new rule where you can overwrite your creatures, something like that. Yeah.
Check this out. Zach saying Garfield stated in an interview just a few hours ago it was intended to have a digital version within 6 months of launch. Are we talking about KeyForge?
My goodness gracious. So maybe then it is. Maybe it is fine.
So
I thought about it.
I think it can definitely work. The vast majority of KeyForge battle lines, as it were, aren't a problem. But at the same time, it after playing SoulForge, it's like SoulForge is so clearly
it's lane based,
built for it. It's really crazy.
KeyForge, as I've seen KeyForge.
So I don't know.
What's up, Guppy J? Hey, it's great to hear from you in this comment. Good morning from Australia. Thanks for all the streams. Intro to some great games, laughs, and sanity-securing space you provided us all. Cheers, and all the best for the next chapter. Gabby, thank you so much.
Sorry if I mispronounced this, but Raji Day.
Rajita Hay?
Say that again? How'd you say that?
Rajita Hay?
Rajita Hay? Saying, haha, these guys have sleeved a lot of cards in their day. I remember someone commenting on me unsleeving cards, and they were like, I dream of being, and I didn't even know it was happening. It's just part of my life. We have sleeved a lot of cards and unsleeved a lot more. You remember the night before that Star Wars TCG Invitational? My little brother was playing that all-neutral deck.
Oh, yeah. I remember that deck.
So he could go play light or dark with the same deck. But then at like 11 p.m. the night before midnight, it's like, all right, I'm going to bed, and he needed to sleeve his deck. And like the only sleeves I had extra were like these really awful. I remember they were green with like a texture on the back, and like he had to like really force cards in. Took him forever to sleeve.
We've come a long way in the sleeve game. Everyone's making good sleeves now.
Zach says Scaff mentioned working on their own digital unique deck game, which was intriguing. What's Scaff, or who's Scaff?
I think Scaff is maybe a famous KeyForger. I think Scaff is supposed to be one of the best KeyForge players in the world.
It's weird because like I'm often considered one of those players, and you would think I would know. I'm just kidding.
Yes, often.
Often, by many.
I'm just trying to get groceries, and people are walking up to me.
So what I was going to say about SoulForge, though, that I find beyond it being built for it, just realized there's definitely a mix of. I don't know what happened. It's a nightmare.
If you pull from this pile is designed to be bamboozled.
Yeah. But the other piece I think is critical from Warhammer Champions learning, which it seems like they're going to do with SoulForge, is that like to register decks on the app, you have to physically register them.
Yeah.
And I think that it's
gotta do it.
After playing Marvel Snap, like understanding how much different. Like if I'm a digital card gamer and I learn about SoulForge, it's like, how do I get decks?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't think it's bad. I think it's very different of like the whole grind, snap, earn the cards economy, and like understanding how they're working and how it's different than most card game, digital card games. It's kind of a cool space for the physical card games to try to compete in that arena.
If you get even one person playing an in-person game, I think you've won.
Yeah, but for me, like I eventually got to a plateau with Snap where I was like, I don't know why I'm doing this anymore. But in SoulForge, or KeyForge would be the same. It's like I'm testing decks that I own physically that I will eventually use at physical tournaments, which has a way different vibe.
Yeah, because you want to go crush your enemies. Our rival, by the way,
is there a greater purpose on the planet?
Said Scaff apparently designed Magic the Gathering alongside Richard Garfield and is his business partner currently.
Really?
How did we not know that?
He's like the
Scaff is like the little finger, the man behind the scenes.
I was gonna say he's like the puppet master or the unknown, the shadow. You know, it's like
Woznowski or whatever behind the scenes.
Wozniak?
Yeah, that's right.
Steve Wozniak? Yeah.
Richard Garfield is the Steve Jobs character, and then maybe Scav actually designed like 95% of Magic, and then Richard's riding on the coattails. Who knows?
I don't know. That's a lot of hits.
Having talked to Mr. Garfield,
perhaps Richard Garfield actually doesn't
what he's
exist.
doing.
What if he's a name that people use, and it's actually a group?
And then the same guy plays him in interviews and at conventions.
If that was true, also another way we could take our content
Bitcoin.
is tabletop conspiracy theories.
There you go.
Can you imagine a show that was like you invent that conspiracy theory and then you like find all the possible evidence to point to that?
Perfect. we could do a lot of really compelling content if we didn't care about who we were as people.
Yeah, or what we're doing with our lives. But that would be very fascinating.
It would be funny. We need more of that in the world, surely.
Odd.
Even odd. Odd's odd.
I'll go first.
Go first, second.
I draw 7. And I get to play 1.
You get to play 1, or you can mulligan and go down to 6.
Carl says, thanks for the streams, the introduction to games. I first found Covenant because of Overpower Throwback episode.
Oh, yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Made me nostalgic for TCGs. Now I'm playing SoulForge and interested in KeyForge
Carl,
too.
you coming to the event? Coming to Tulsa on February 4th?
Fusefest.
There we go. Throwback games are working. It was the most genius marketing strategy of all time.
I hear that more than I'm comfortable with.
Which, of course, I came up with.
Genius, yeah. Big brain.
Mm-hmm.
All Steven.
Yeah, it was definitely, we need to have a dedicated Throwback streaming system so that we can attract more people on the marketing side to sell them the games that we're currently promoting.
It's not the guy.
It had nothing to do.
Had nothing to do with the guy that owned a bunch of old games and was like, hey, we could stream these. It'd be fun. No, nothing. Okay, 1 card.
I agree. It had nothing to do with that.
100%, yeah. Interesting. Ooh. That's the one.
Did you give me another one of these dumb decks that doesn't work?
I don't know.
I got this epic quest in here, and I don't see any knights.
You picked the deck. Maybe that was the one you played last time. It's got Warrior in the title, though, so I hope you have knights.
I didn't play this one last time, I don't think.
Okay. I'm gonna choose Star Alliance. I'm gonna play Book of IQ. IEQ, for those at home popping cards. Is this automatic or is this Bryce,
Bryce
1.0?
It's 1.0.
Human Bryce. This is a Starlands card. It's an artifact. Has an action. Reveal the top card of your deck. If it is a non-Starlands card, its house becomes your active house. Otherwise, end your turn. So anytime I activate Starlands, I can take
That's incredible.
Yeah, it is.
What? Is that a star card?
Starlands?
No, like star.
Oh, yeah,
it's a
definitely.
star. You got a star there. Oh, goodness gracious.
Andre is saying I would watch the show based on tabletop conspiracies.
Can you imagine? Okay, hold on. Let's just lean out for a second.
All right, what's up?
Let's just think about.
Also, look at the monitor where the book by Q is showing up.
I think it's working on the real.
Yeah,
the
it is.
monitor.
But look at we can only see the title on the monitor.
Oh, really?
It's okay.
All right, everybody, let's look at this hand together.
This isn't fair. You play 5 cards, dog.
All right, this card will do nothing.
Yep.
This card will do nothing.
Great.
This card will do nothing.
Cool.
This card will probably really do nothing unless I want to have no creatures at the end of this turn. And then I get a creature. Is there any other way to work this line? Probably hold 1 grand melee.
I think I dump my entire hand. Like play the knight and then just discard the rest.
That's so bad.
And you can play Epic Quest just to get it out of your deck, but drawing 5 fresh cards, and especially 5 of your Sanctum cards are gone, your odds of having a 3 to 4 card hand next turn are way up. And nothing's even really happening.
You're talking about dumping.
Totally. I would save no cards. You draw back. That's like a not spending resources in Fab. Get them going.
All right.
Tanuki, hard mulligan, LOL. Andre says, yep, dump and redraw.
Barrister Joya. But, like, these cards are in my deck, so I'm already skeptical that it's worth playing.
You may never see him again, though, dog.
Oh, I definitely won't see those again.
Zach Armstrong saying, dump, dump, dump. Carl says, I'm on the East Coast. Wish I could come to Tulsa this time. Maybe next time. Well, hopefully we'll see you at a future event. No worries, of course. All right.
And watch out now. We got Barrister Joya. Oh.
Nice. All right.
Oh my gosh, this is an incredible combo that I've got.
He just 180'd right into glory.
Oh my gosh.
All right, I'm going to go with Logos. I'm going to play a Data Forge just to get an Amber. Does nothing. I'm going to play an Anomaly Exploiter. As an action, I can destroy a damaged creature.
What? Oh,
it's an artifact.
Goodness.
I'm going to play a Hydro Cataloger.
I'm playing my creatureless deck. Cool, man.
It says, after a player raises the tide, they archive the top card of their deck. Either one of us. Hear that?
And you're sure that these are random decks? You don't actually pick these and just like give me.
You picked of the 2, so I can't rig it unless I'm willing to take the bet.
I mean, you knew I would take the Warriors deck, didn't you?
They're both with. I didn't know what the name was. I looked at the SAS scores and I picked things that were within 2 of each other.
Okay.
And they weren't. They weren't in the 70s. They were in the 60s.
So you did do a little pre.
It's like mediumly good decks that are similarly ranked. I'm gonna play a binary moray. After I raise the tide, I ready it. After you raise the tide, I exhaust it.
Okay.
When I reap with this, I archive a card.
Okay.
When I play it, I get to do a damage to something. It's got armor. Then I'm going to play a static charge, and I'm going to attach it to your creature. When I play it, I gain an amber. And it says, this creature gains, at the start of your turn, deal 2 damage to each of its neighbors.
Okay. Did neighbors across the fence count?
No.
Yeah? The old Wilson strategy?
And then I'll pass over to you. Wow.
Okay. What can you give me a Cliff Notes back here? Destroy a damaged creature.
This is the reveal the top card. If it's non-star alliance, that becomes my active house.
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
Destroy damage, and this is after either of us raises the tide, they can archive the top card of their deck.
Okay. All right. Who's gonna take those chains first?
Tabletop Royale saying Sass for Dark Titans is all out of whack. Aaron says, I think I got into Team Covenant because they had nothing to do with Magic the Gathering. Zach Armstrong, 180 right into glory, using that as a big comeback play quote.
Nothing beats Holiday KeyForge, says Felipe. Or Philip?
I feel like
Felipe?
the only thing that would beat it is Holiday KeyForge with some sort of booze.
Like,
Don't you feel that?
Eggnog?
Proper eggnog?
Yeah.
Adult nog?
Yeah, we could go get some of that that you kept raving about from Roosevelt's. That coquito.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you have see if Sereno make some coquito for Thursday?
Well, I got all of the ingredients.
You gonna bring
I'm
it in
planning
on
on
Thursday?
making coquito for...
Well, you got to kind of age it though, don't you?
No.
Then bring it in on Thursday. What are we doing?
Well, I might. I just have to make it tonight or tomorrow.
Okay.
The Bueno says, I'm with you, Aaron, about the nothing to do with magic thing. Well, I guess we're going to have to cancel the
What are you
plans.
talking about? I love lands.
I mean, you talked about land exclusively for like a year.
That's so true. That was an awful part of my life. Scooped. Gain 1 amber.
You don't have to quit.
Deal 2 to a creature.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not destroyed, it captures 1 from its own side.
Boo.
And then I'll exalt each damaged creature. So you're exalted.
Zach, who needs KeyForge when Zach and Steven can plan their social calendars together?
This comes to me when this dies.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then, against my better judgment, I will
Declare.
pass. No, you really don't hold cards in this game, do you?
I don't think so. Mm-mm.
Never?
I mean, it's got to be really special.
But I don't. I'll just discard it. It's
Okay.
a curveball. Deal 1 to each creature, gain 1 for each creature destroyed this way. Oh, no, wait, I've got armor. So yeah, I'll play this. I'll deal 1 to you.
Yeah, well, why not?
Kind of want to save that, and like kill a bunch of little stuff you're about to play. Because I know, I can see it in your eyes. You got a lot of little dudes down there.
Those dudes down there. Okay. Mine?
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's go with logos. Can't reap. That's annoying.
Yeah.
I'm going to play a copy of
Happy holidays, Donald Kelly.
Zen, Ziz, and Ziz, and Zik.
Oh, really?
Where's the price cam when you need it?
I mean, that look right there, it will be so priceless.
We could have a window in the top left that would come in sometimes.
Hey, there it is. You nailed it.
Yeah.
Like immediately.
He started typing Z's.
I pronounced it completely correctly.
Found it.
Not a single syllable wrong. I'm going to play Old Egad. When he's destroyed, I ward his neighbors. And then I'm going to pass. At the end of my turn, it says, when Zenzak is in the center of my battle line, I refill my hand with additional 2 cards during the draw step.
Is that a star card as well?
Yeah.
My gosh. What are my star cards?
You too could have been a part of this. You just picked the wrong deck.
My star card is Epic Quest, of course. I think it's maybe the old one night Epic Quest deck, by the way, because I have 2 more Sanctum non-night cards in my
I swear you had that deck last time.
Oh, gosh. I gotta kill that thing, but I legitimately cannot. I've got to be able to. Oh, yeah. That's how I do it. Okay. Well, That's a bummer. He's got to die, though, doesn't he?
He does have to die. Age of the Clankomatics saying stream finale. Like you're done streaming?
We're done streaming daily.
Yeah, we will keep streaming.
We'll stream probably once a week.
At least.
And then we'll do a lot more. We're gonna do a lot more produced content.
Yeah. You also, with that much freedom, you never know what we're gonna do.
Oh, I see what you're saying, Archon Matrix. Okay, I get it. Those bots get confusing, Bryce. I see how it's a mess in Discord. They're always asking for more.
What is it?
The problem with robots, they're always asking for more.
Yep. Until eventually they are all that exists.
Yeah.
Jamie saying, bought my Fab PQ ticket. Will y'all be playing in the event? I'm registered.
I'm thinking about it.
Warrior time, baby.
I played against Fi last night.
How'd it go? Maybe we didn't get complete the
Close.
story. Okay.
I mean, the kind of close where you know you're going to lose about halfway through the game, but you're kind of curious. You see where you could be changing things. I hadn't played against Fi except in limited.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah, you got to learn that curve.
You gotta learn where to block and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so if Bears for Joya dies, how do we feel about that? 4, I take 3, and then I stand up. You're going to be hurting my stuff anyway.
You think it's Joya or Hoya?
Hoya. Yeah, it's Hoya, for sure.
I like that shield, though.
I feel no Joya with Hoya.
Age of the Clankomatics saying, oh, that's okay then. I want more Ashes streams for when PvE is released.
Oh, yeah. We'll do. I think we'll do something a lot bigger than just a stream when that happens.
It's soon.
This should be like a call to action of like, hey,
get out there.
Everybody start playing this game. All right, let's go Sanctum. We're going to attack Zinzi.
You take 3.
That's right. And then I'm going to play heal or harm. I'm going to ready and fight with a friendly creature. It didn't kill you. Did it? You have 2 armor and 4.
Yeah.
And then we're going to attack you again.
I can't math good.
So we're off to a great start here.
Rousing.
If I play Bring Low right now, what happens?
Nothing.
Capture all but 5 of your opponent's amber. No, nothing, right?
You failed to meet both
creatures,
conditions.
I have to beat the second one?
I think so.
Distributed among any number. Isn't 0 any number?
So you can't capture unless you have something to capture it on. So you just can't.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, I didn't make the rules.
I passed you.
That's it. Man. Mm-hmm. Well, I can reap again.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
That was the best thing my deck had done to date. Let's play that.
Let's go Star Alliance. I'm going to play a Techno Babble. Gains an Amber. Stun a creature and each of its neighbors that matches its house. I'm going to unfortunately stun myself.
Oh, cool. I like these plays.
Yeah.
You want to use the new ones?
Yeah.
With the yellow amber, it's a little annoying, but
Nah,
it's actually quite different, isn't it?
We're going to play a Mutagenesis Researcher. I'm going to activate the Book of IQ. We're going to reveal the top card of my deck. It's Saurian, so Saurian will become
very good for you.
my
I haven't
active
seen
house.
a single Saurian card yet.
I don't know what you're talking about. We're gonna play Medicus Lacus. While the tide is high, I can spend Amber on my friendly creatures as if they were in my pool.
Wait. No, that's bad. That can't happen. Stop doing these things. No, this is not right.
No, not this guy.
This thing's got to die quick.
Yeah, you really should kill it. Good luck.
I don't know. Do I have... Zach, I've seen one creature so far. What am I supposed to do?
I'm gonna call it there.
Oh, well, it's nice to have the option at least, isn't it?
It's not even in check yet.
Okay. Okay. How do I raise the tide?
You get 3 chains. I think. No, actually, no. Don't you have to have a card to do it the first time?
No, I think I can always spend chains to do it.
But that's only when it's low tide.
No.
I think you have to manually.
No, there's no
it.
way. I know we played it last time 1,000,000 times. No way.
I don't know, man.
You can't possibly.
I didn't
have
write
to
the
not.
rules. I'm just reading the cards.
This is all very suspect. I would like for you to know.
Let's see if my
You see his
personal
rival.
ally, Zach Armstrong, enemy of Steven for some reason. I'm still not sure. Is he my enemy? I don't know.
What's up, Terrence? Boy, this is just a pile of potatoes.
You did say you were a little bit Irish, right?
I am very mainly Scottish. Yeah, mainly Scottish.
Yeah, the best dish.
Terrence.
Terrence says Zach cheating. No. You can always pay 3 chains.
You're gonna raise
According
the
to
tide
Dayawag.
on the next thing. Okay, let's go Star Alliance. We're gonna play a static collection array, gaining amber. Keys are -1 while the tide is high, +1 while the tide is low. We're gonna play.
Did you get your amber for that?
Yeah, I did. Technobabble,
I've seen that card.
gaining amber.
TC Kaboom says greetings from Denmark. Greetings to you as well.
Stun that Saurian.
You did it. Oh, wait. Do you have a new one somewhere? Can I slide those over?
Oh, these guys?
Yeah.
We're gonna play. Let's see. If I take 3 chains to raise the tide here, you're gonna raise it next turn, and then I don't get an advantage. So I'm gonna play together. Play a non-Star Alliance card.
Sorry, what were you saying? I was reading.
Nothing. I think Will is in trouble if I do this.
You're supposed to play creatures, dude.
I know. I would love to. I'm going to play Submersible. Gain an amber. Well, the tide is high. Each thief creature that's friendly gains elusive.
That's a cool card.
Yeah. And then I'm just going to discard this card. Use a friendly non-Star Alliance card. You're going to do your Discord. Can't do it.
All right. Aaron Clark, how do you guys feel about the Unchained decks that are coming? Also, the new Alliance format. I think Unchained decks are cool. No reason not to do it if people want it. And then we tried the Alliance format a couple streams ago, and it seemed good. With the restrictions that they're going to have to put on it, but it seemed good. TC Glue, I'm so glad that you have fully converted to KeyForge now.
Fully converted.
Fully.
It's the only thing we're playing moving forward.
All right. Well, we need amber. Dog. Let's do this. We'll put some pressure on you. I'm going to go with Star Alliance.
Yeah.
I'm going to reap.
Okay.
I'm going to use... no. I'm going to get 3 chains. Raise the tide. What happens over there when I do that?
What happens where?
Don't you have
My
something?
keys cost +1.
Okay. So I got 3 chains.
You think TC Kaboom is a name solely for our channel?
I don't know.
You think TC Kaboom is trying to like
I get to archive the top card of my deck.
You get to look at it too if you want.
Yeah.
Is that good?
We like the stock. Then I'm going to use the Book of IQ. It's Starline, so my turn's over.
Yes.
Over to you, but you are in check.
You're in check.
Hypothetically.
Okay. 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 Thrilling comeback. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
TC says, or Torres says, every time you say the tide is high, Blondie plays in my head. Do you know what Blondie is?
Blondie's a band or an artist. Old artist.
The artist formerly knows Blondie. TC Kaboom says, I know. It's an alias.
Okay. Hey, we can play some games here. All right. Well, I see your tide raising, and I'm gonna play Marshall Ewer. Play Raise the Tide.
You gonna grab the top card of your deck?
I'm doing it. Ooh. Ooh. And can you take an action on something that's exhausted?
No. You also can't get that card yet.
I know, but just asking for a friend. Okay, so you have to tap to action.
Yeah. Chris says, missed the stream yesterday, but I watched throughout the pandemic. We'll likely never get to say hi in person, but it was nice having the streams to entertain. Well, Chris, thanks for being here. Appreciate having you. And if you do ever get to see us in person, definitely say hello. And Clark, is it possible to add items to an existing pre-order to save on shipping?
I think you can.
Yes, just use the contact form on the website. I think what they'll probably have you do is place an order, and then they'll combine and do it. But I would write in first.
Okay. Check is happening now because of the static collection array. It's high tide for me.
You're passing.
No, I'm not passing. I'm just keeping you up to date.
Play-by-play action here.
Not freaking passing.
First person to get 3 keys wins the game.
All right, let's play heal or harm. I'm going to ready and fight with a friendly creature.
Okay.
Ready?
Uh-huh.
And then this little logo. Capture.
Yep.
And then I get to fight with a friendly creature. I'm going to raise the tide again. And what are we going to fight? We can destroy that after you raise the tide. Ready, but you're all very stunned.
TC is a nickname, not a badass.
You're stunned.
Here?
Mm-hmm.
I am stunned, but I'll still fight you.
I know, but it's like, do you even want to waste time clearing that? Go to 7, and then if you have the Bamboozler style cards, I'm wasting Amber. I could go ahead and take care of the Star Alliance Researcher, and that way you have nothing actively on the board that can do anything. So I feel pretty safe there. I also don't want to be injured, because then you can just anomaly exploiter me.
That's right.
But I'm going to be injured. Unless I just kill old Egad, in which case you ward. Yeah, so I think we're just going to be okay being injured. Let's go ahead and do the safe play here.
This is for you.
I take 3 damage?
Yep.
All right, go for it. Check to get out. I wonder what I saw in the archive. Is that at the start of my turn? Picking up the archive or not?
Oh, you know what? What did I grab?
My gosh, this deck's kind of crazy.
I should have not had that card in my hand.
Go ahead and call little Judge.
Yeah.
Call little Judge over
Call little
here.
Judge Judy.
Call little Judge.
All right.
Call little Judge Judy. Woo!
I'm going to go Saurian. We're going to play Dino You Didn't. Again, ever. Oh, no, hold on. Back it up. Not doing that yet. I'm going to play
Judge Judy.
Decadence. Move 1 amber. No.
Just go through the Rolodex of options for me, would you?
Oh, man.
TC Gaboon wants to know if we've been working out.
Every day.
Been working out of the back of a van. don't even know what that means, but are you watching Better Call Saul?
No.
Zach?
It's on the list.
Probably the best TV show I've seen since Andor.
The past 2 weeks?
It's truly a miraculously good show.
Yeah. I've heard nothing but good things about it. So.
Yeah, it's like really good.
Stands to reason.
Like art. It's art. They know what they're doing. They're doing a good job.
Interesting. I had a play lined up. It's just not the same anymore.
I feel like suddenly you're losing. Is that weird to
Definitely.
feel that way?
Definitely.
Where did you get these chains? Oh my gosh, this is from like a original set.
I think those are just the OG chains.
Those are the OG chains.
Yeah.
I haven't seen these in a long time.
Yeah, dude.
Goodness gracious.
I go way back.
Yeah. But having an entirely separate token for this was unreasonable.
Egregious.
Yeah, it pushed like the set cost to $1 million. When you realize you're just stunning your deck.
Funny sentiment.
Hey, let's put this floater amber away, shall we?
All right, let's do this. I'm going to play Logos instead.
Nice.
Total pivot.
Never seen that move.
All right, let's remove the stun.
Okay.
Let's play Science. For the remainder of the turn, after I play another action card, gain Amber.
Final answer?
Yeah. I'm going to play Phase Shift.
What's up, Alex Becker?
So I'll gain an Amber from playing an action. I can play a non-Logos card this turn. I'm going to play... Decadence to Exalt, ready, and use a creature. So I'll Exalt here. Ready and use it, so let's remove the stun. Played an action, so I'll gain an Amber from Science. I'm going to exhaust Anomaly Exploiter to destroy there. Gain an Amber. And then I will pass, check, and draw one last card because of the chain.
Whee! Start my turn off forward for 5. Ding! File's done. Swing low. Sweet.
TC Kaboom, how's it going for you now? Married, kids? Both married, no kids?
Both married, no kids.
TC Kaboom apparently from the Netrunner days.
Killer.
It's a different world.
Should have been called TC Snare.
Be a good name for a segment.
TC Kaboom.
TC Kaboom. Live show.
More like TC.
60-second clip.
It's got to be TC Waboom. It's my segment over here on the.
That's our professional wrestling recap show.
Yeah. Waboom.
Star Alliance. Together. You may play a non-Star Alliance card. If the tide's high, you may play another non-Star Alliance card.
Ooh, that's good.
We're going to play a Sea Urchin. Has poison. When I play it, I can capture one. If the tide is high, I steal one instead.
Ooh, beef.
I'll play the old One-Eyed Willa. Has elusive and skirmish when the tide is high. Together, achieved. Then we'll throw a stunner on One-Eyed Willa, gaining me an Amber. And now anytime I fight a Reap, I can stun a creature. Seems good. And then finally, I will play Zap, gain an Amber, check ya. Deal 1 damage to a creature for each house represented among creatures, which is 4. So let's do... Is now the time to get rid of old EGAD?
David C. Old Floating Skull saying, hey, y'all. Not
David.
sure I'll be able to make it to any further streams this week, but I wanted to pop in and say hello. And thanks for all the streams over the last few years. It's meant a lot. It's been awesome to have you, David. Thanks
Yeah,
for
it's
being
been
here.
great. You're a killer in the Discord, too. Oh, how do I want to do this? 3 and 1, maybe? You don't get a key. Well, yeah, sure. Let's do 3 and then 1 there.
You got it.
And that's that.
All right. I will put my archives in my hand. I will go Starlance. I'm going to play Biome Diversity. Gain Amber. If the tide is high, I can do something. If not, I raise the tide. When I raise the tide, I'll archive the top part of my deck.
We tried so hard.
We're going to play CXO Tabor. He has a fight reap ability. I can play or use a non-star lands card this turn. Watch out. Actually, let's put
That's got to go.
We're going to play Xeno Training. Gain an Amber. For each house represented among friendly creatures, a friendly creature captures 1. So I have 3 different houses. I'm going to capture 3. And then we'll go ahead and activate the Book of IQ. See what we get. It's Logos. So I am now going with Logos. Don't you know? 2. What's this thing on here do?
Nothing currently. When it fights, it stuns or reaps.
Old Egad is gonna fight. Do you get your fight on defense?
No. This is also not a bad option because of your armor. Poison.
Yeah.
But just saying. No, I don't.
Yeah,
think
actually, let's
take the fight action.
Let's attack the poison thing.
Yeah.
And do 1. And then I will pass to you.
Mm-hmm. Did you not forge at the start of the turn?
I couldn't. My
Why
tide
not?
was low, so his ability wasn't on.
Oh, right.
Lose my last chain, drop
right,
5.
Right. What's up, Matt B? 14. No more streams going forward. No, we're going to cut it down to probably 1 a week and do some more produced stuff. Charisma 92. That was my score. Out of 100.
Wild.
When I rolled up my character in the womb,
Yeah.
I invested 92 points out of 100 in charisma.
Yeah, this plays a lot. On the other
8
scores.
in strength, which left me 0 for intelligence, wisdom, and constitution.
You knew you could gain those over time.
That's right.
Although a breeze comes by and you're dead. I play Purple Derek, saying, dealing with a lot of bad diagnoses recently. Thanks for getting me through another afternoon. I will miss your streams. Well, sorry to hear that, Derek.
Very sorry to hear that, Derek. We'll be there.
Yeah. Hop in the Discord. That's a good place to hang out with people that are just great.
Charisma 92, just want to say a personal thank you to you both for your KeyForge content. I feel it's become a real staple for newcomers over the past few years to watch your tutorial videos. Keep forging, baby. Yeah, exactly. I want to get back to some more of those style of videos, too. I'm going to pick up my archive.
All right.
Okay, now we got a dump situation. We got to figure out the battle line. Okay, so here's what we do. We go skirmish is good, and then fight, steal 1. These are all good things. And then we need you to die. From a creature to your pool. Yeah. Oh, it's so good. It writes itself. Okay. Here's what we do. 2, 4, elusive. Okay. So, I'm going to start with Scooped. Gain 1 from the thing. Deal 2 to a creature. If it's not destroyed, it captures mark for its own side. We'll do that there. Then we'll play Mug.
Obsidian says, I made it, Stephen. Where are the beanie and sunglasses?
I'll gain 1 and I'll capture 1 there. Do I have to capture that on me?
Yeah.
Can I capture it to you?
Oh, that would be so good.
All right, it says move 1 amber from a creature to your pool. Deal 2 damage to that creature.
He's gone.
Mug is good. We're going to play a Miasma Bomb. Action destroy. Your opponent skips the forge a key step during their next turn. That's good.
Nice.
Then we're going to do... I think I did this wrong. I'm going to just roll with it. We do another One-Eyed Willow here. We're going to do Hard Simpson here. We're going to do Jackie Tar here. We're going to raise the tide. 3 chains. So,
TC Kaboom says, fun fact, Book of IQ is actually Book of LQ, or Lek. The first letter of LEQ is an L. It was discovered when importing cards from the official KeyForge deck site into decks of KeyForge. That's crazy. Matt B is saying, do you have invites for your Discord server? Go to teamcovenant.com. Bottom is a link. Also, we can pop a link right now.
yeah, it's in the footer. Okay, the tide is now high, which means that I've got Elusive and Skirmish. So then I'm going to fight here. Take no damage because of Skirmish. But I will trigger the Stunner and stun this creature. And then resolve my fight ability to steal 1.
You're manhandling me here.
Yeah, dude.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that is true.
I'm not even close.
Check.
All right, let's go.
Five card hands. Book of LQ. It's French. The Book of LQ. Yeah, Matt B14, come on into the Discord. Hang out with us.
I'm going to go Starlands.
Okay.
I'm going to read here. When I do, I can play a non-Starlands card this turn. So we're going to play, just in case.
Terrence, yeah, we already have mine, but we also got a review copy of it. Super good. This game is great. I'll be taking that to the holidays.
I'm going to play Information Exchange. Steal 1. If my opponent stole from me last turn, steal 2. Eat it, Wooly.
You're still in check, by the way.
Yeah. Let's play Diplomat Agung. Play Fight Reap for the remainder of the turn. A friendly creature belongs to the house of my choice in addition to its other houses. We're going to make this Starlines.
Okay.
I will attack with Old Egad into...
Stunned.
Oh, we'll remove the stun. Then we'll do Book of IQ.
LQ.
Look you. Starlands, my turn's over. Oh.
The old roulette wheel.
Over to you.
Oh, Forge.
Yeah.
Courtesy of that static collection array. Okay, well, here we are. I think we're just gonna get into it. Okay. We're gonna just use the shadows.
Yeah, seems good.
Yeah.
You just put on the gas, man.
Yeah. So let's do, yeah. That'll just get soaked by armor. That'll get through. Reap, deal 1. I think it's a hard clear. Hard Simpson is going to attack here.
Okay.
Going to take 2. And it says after Hard Simpson is dealt damage, steal 1. I'll do that. Thank you. Then One-Eyed Willa with Skirmish is going to swing into Egad. What's that?
When you miss on Book of LQ, you skip your ready phase.
Oh no, that's real bad.
Yeah, I think this was exhausted, and this was
It's fine.
exhausted.
It's fine.
You're killing it.
Yeah, it's just absolutely right. Do 2 there. Take nothing in return. Stun Egad if it mattered, and then steal 1. Courtesy of the ability there. So I'm just going to take that. And
Keep on stealing them. Your deck is so good.
And then we'll swing into Oldie God. Nothing happens, but we will steal one there.
It's like you generate 6 a turn.
Armor's broken. So I'll reap, deal 1 to a creature, 6 if the tide is high. So we'll do 6 there.
Take
Reap
that.
1. Take this 2.
Don't mind me.
Call
I'll be right back. I need to check on something.
What happened, man?
You dunked on me.
I did. I
Hey,
really did.
Your opening hand, like, just dump your bad cards and get to the goods.
Well, I found the good cards.
I feel like the part of the logic on dumping the cards is like most KeyForge decks out of 36 cards, there are good cards and bad cards.
Yeah. No
And so if you draw all your bad cards at once, that's sometimes actually really good, especially early, because you're just like clear it out and then
the hard
speed
mulligan.
it down. What's the plan?
Let's do one more.
All right.
Let's teach two more decks, and then we'll play a Mindbug or 2 and get out of here.
Whoo!
You know that's part of it. You have to. I'm sure you've picked up on this, that I get a lot of joy in complaining.
Never noticed.
Yeah, my wife didn't know that either. Isn't that crazy?
Your wife doesn't know that?
Yeah, she was like, "Wow."
Did you tell her this recently?
No, I just assumed that she absolutely knows that. Complain, like, not really complaining.
But like,
It's kind of a.
you said she didn't know it. How did you know she didn't know it?
Yeah, just like you not knowing it is also a joke. You see, because she's around me all the time.
Got you.
Actually, don't complain.
I thought you were being serious. I thought you were like recently telling Shannon, like, I just enjoy complaining. She's like, oh my God, that makes so much sense.
Yeah, no, I actually hate complaining, except in the context of games against you specifically.
Yeah, you really like to lean in.
It is my favorite thing.
Hold on. I'm just going to sleep it so I can sleep the next one.
Serious question from David. How are the card images coming up before I'll even play or say what you're going to do? Rajita Hayes saying, I'm wondering the same, LOL. GC Kaboom must be some sort of delay in the video.
Magic. We're actually robots.
We really do think that Zach should get into close-up magic. He's built for it. This guy is absolutely a street magician. Am I wrong on that? He's built for it. You're a card handler already?
Yeah.
You're engaged in TCGs?
So, one of the reasons that I would hesitate to be a street musician.
There's only one, of course.
Totally just one. Well, besides crippling introversion.
Yes, but besides that.
Where was I even going with that? I had a real thing. Oh, I know. I think part of the problem is like I can't control my smile, first off.
Okay.
Secondly, I have small hands. For a lot of magic tricks, large hands are necessary.
They're helpful, aren't they?
Yeah.
So spontaneous smiling and small hands are the two biggest
It's my downfall.
limiting factors. Yeah.
Clearly.
Huh.
Alright, I'm definitely playing this one. FC
I'm glad
Gordon.
that you
the
thought
seventh.
about it.
Yeah. I had
You're
to.
giving it serious thought.
My my little brother was actually into that stuff for a long time.
Yeah.
So you got to think like,
Got
yeah,
some
could I do
claws on
this?
him,
And it's
too.
like he's got magician hands.
You could hide a few things in that. You could hide a number of animals in those hands.
Specifically animals.
These hands could hide so many animals.
Yeah, can you imagine? He's got bear paws
Yeah. You could have a dove and a snake
in the same hand.
somehow. But it's like that old riddle. You've got to have a dove and a snake and a tiger in your hand, but you got to get them all three across, but you can't have them eat each other.
Yeah, somehow.
You're familiar with that one?
Oh, totally.
There's
All
a
right.
tiger and a bag of rice and, like a basket. And you got to
How do you get them all across the water?
Boat,
Yeah,
but you
yeah.
got to get them.
It's like I'm with you. All right, you have two choices here. There is Lead Breaker of Dark Village.
Cool.
There's also FC Gordon the 7th.
I'll roll for it.
They're both
This will
yellow?
be even. I'll play that one. Lead breaker, lead breaker. Sing me a song. I like the avatar on this one. Lead breaker. And David, you just got to turn the small hands to your advantage. Or for my next trick, I shall pick up the chips from the bottom of a Pringles can.
Oh my goodness, that's good. That's
Terrence
good.
asking, how's world champion Tim Bunn doing? What are his games these days?
Hey, speaking of world champion Tim Bunn, did you hear about world champion Eric Wainwright?
I did. Well,
That was exciting.
But that's the least surprising thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's just finally time. Tim plays Fab. He also still plays Netrunners occasionally. I think that's about it. Mainly
Skytear?
Fab.
Still playing Skytear?
Not nearly as much.
Competitively?
Mm-mm.
Ever since you beat him like 3 games in a row?
It was more than that, but yes.
he wasn't okay after that?
Now, that was before he actually... That was early in his career.
Maybe every great Fab player has to come through Skytear first. Hamilton ever looked at Skytear?
Oh, yeah.
Would he be any good at it?
He thought... Oh, he was good at it, and he thinks the game is great, but tournaments are low, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. Here we are.
I don't like these people that are just instantly better at things than me.
Well, that is the way of things. Don't know how to tell you this.
I need to surround myself with people that I'm better than at everything.
I hear that's a really
I'm
good
doing a great
recipe
job
for
so
success. Oh, man.
Why do you think I agreed to all these streams?
Yeah.
It's really for morale.
I would 0% chance this is going to happen, but I would be curious to know in our streaming era, total win-loss rate.
Mm-hmm.
Across the whole thing, every game.
Today's any indication.
Hey, man. Back off. Today's not an indication.
Hey, man. See, that was kind of a street magician way to do it. Hey, man. You want to see a magic trick?
I'm going to make my middle finger appear.
You gonna bring that coquito though, for real? What can I do to facilitate that?
I don't think you need to do much.
Do you want me to bring you some vanilla extract or something?
I have everything. Literally, my wife went to the grocery store yesterday, and all of the ingredients were on the list. And so, some of the stuff is like
Nutmeg.
I've never heard of.
You got a microplane? Can you get that nutmeg into the beverage? You're gonna need a way to. Or did you just buy? You brought it pre-ground.
I just definitely bought pre-ground.
Yeah, you're a pre-ground man. Alex Becker asking if that's why I talked to him. I'd never tell you that to your face.
But on stream,
He crushed me last night at Fab though.
yeah, just playing Fi.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, 8-year-olds.
The numbers just don't stop with that thing.
Every card in the deck usually is 3 go again,
And then Art of War happens.
and then now they're all 4 go
that
again.
stupid breaking flames or whatever, where it's like if it has less attack than the number of chain links, it's
It's +1,
+1.
yeah.
And suddenly it's like
Spread it-
flame for 6. What?
Spreading flames, yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, and then the mask momentum triggers are stacking up, and then they have sometimes Razor Reflex floating around.
Yeah, they got the Razor Reflex floating.
It's like Katsu, but it doesn't matter what order you play the cards in.
You literally, it just feels like somebody can just
Yeah.
play cards, and then you have to figure out how to beat it.
It is exactly what that deck is.
It's good to have that deck in the meta.
It needs to exist.
You're gonna have the machine. All right, I'll go first this time. Is that cool? You want to roll for it?
Jason Gleason,
No, it's me again.
if you guys aren't doing as many streams, will you be doing Legacy Dead games occasionally?
I don't think we can stay away from them.
They're part of who we are.
Yeah, we might also just do one longer stream and play a few different games during that stream, because the real problem, honestly, is just the daily grind of it and the daily interruption of it.
Yeah.
Where like, how do you gotta have meetings? I got so many projects to work on right now. I'm so freaking behind.
Yeah. Well, and like
I'm just behind on generating projects also.
just creating them.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
we need to be moving.
There's definitely, even just as an example, trying to schedule meetings for the architects, which were happening every couple of weeks, it's like, oh, there's literally 2 times a week where all 3 of us are available,
It's tough.
which makes everything take longer, and yeah, it's crazy. Jacob says, I was actually keeping track of your Fab win-losses, but just because I wanted to see if there's any correlation to Legendary Majestic equipment.
That's
Uses and
cool.
wins. I stopped once I realized how silly it was.
That's That might not be silly. Yeah, that might be a data set
You're
worth
like,
having.
Steven's like, I might be interested in that number. Depends. Send it to me privately first.
Yeah, so it is kind of curious though. That would be a fun experiment. How many can you correlate a win rate to Majestic and Legendaries? Probably not, based on that FIDAG.
Yeah, it's just all common.
Yeah, it's just slapping commons, man.
See this card here? Cost 0. Attack for 3 to 4. It has go again. Right there on the card. Rate this at I vote more Netrunner content if y'all are playing dead games. Well, the Netrunner's not even dead. It's Moribund.
That's right.
That's a Thrones LCG joke for people who have been around for a long time.
Okay. Let's go here. Let's play Operative Espion. Elusive, and after a player raises the tide during their turn, they may use a creature they control. Oh, no, we don't want that. Wait, that works for both of us?
No.
I thought I got to use your creature if you did that.
Oh, I remember this thing.
The one I'm playing?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, hold on then. Hold on.
TC Kaboom. More Netrunner. I do love Netrunner. Don't get me wrong.
Okay, let's go. Operative Espion. Over to you. You think anybody from Null Signal is like watching commonly, and then it's like, why do people keep saying Netrunner's dead? You think it's frustrating? For them?
Perhaps.
I'd be frustrated.
I don't know.
But it's not dead, but dead in the sense of, there's a difference in official support. Is there, though, I guess?
These are the questions.
Kind of looks the same, doesn't it?
I'm going to go Untamed.
It's another good Street Magician statement. Middler CCG from Gimmicker.
Yeah, I love that game. I played it recently, actually.
Lord of the Rings, the novel, the card game.
Yeah, right. Why not?
Terrence Miller, haven't seen any painting or minis. You over the Marvel minis games? Terrence, I can't. I just can't. I don't have time. I don't have time to paint.
So,
I don't.
I was actually talking with James Salyers
I'm
recently
choosing
about
not
this.
to paint with my time, more like.
And two things happened to me. I stopped painting because I got Invisalign. That's a long story. I know it seems unconnected, but it's completely connected. But then also, like, the process of playing miniature games, even a skirmish game like Marvel, you pick a list, you assemble the stuff you paint, and then, like, you're kind of committed to it.
Yeah.
Changing is way harder.
Yeah.
So as a card gamer, I was used to this, I don't like something, I'll change cards, or new cards come out, let's change all the time. But there's like a 6-month curve to miniatures games. Like if I want to change something, it's going to be a while.
Yeah.
And that is tough if you only have so much time to commit to this kind of thing.
I've got my Warhammer 40k army like half assembled.
Yeah.
I don't know what guns I want to use them yet.
Oh gosh, 40K, and you gotta match the guns correctly to the actual loadout and stuff.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Magnets, dude.
Magnets.
You've got to have magnets
How
to
they
switch
work?
out the guns. Anyways.
You were gonna play some Untamed cards, I think, if I remember correctly.
I just always draw this thing in the wrong order.
See, now you're sounding like me. That means you're about to win.
Let's play
That is exactly in the middle of the screen.
a Mollywhack. Play
Okay.
Destroy an artifact.
Well, that's great.
Yeah. We're just going to play a Chanel. Hazard 6. Action, I can return a bomb Bix from my discard pile in my hand.
Oh, that weird thing.
Yeah.
And what is hazardous when I attack it? I take 6.
I think it takes 6 before it even happens.
What? Like I can't hurt it?
Well, you can. You just have to have 7 health or have something that damages it directly.
No, I've got that. Okay, so I've got some weird stuff too. Okay. And this guy seems like he needs to go. Return a Bombex from your discard pile. No, because there's no Bombex in your discard pile, so this guy's meaningless.
He's currently meaningless, yeah.
Okay. Well. Do I play for bigger or do I play for weirder?
Oh, Garen, don't tell me that. He said it's sad commentary that the Invisalign outlasted the daily streams.
Oh man.
It's been a fight.
Yeah, that's true. That's actually very true.
I'm supposed to start my actual, no matter what happens, final 14 weeks tomorrow.
Okay.
Going in 7:30 a.m. They're doing their thing, and it's supposed to be 14 weeks later, and we're out of here.
Yeah. Okay. Let's throw this. Let's create problems. Let's put a Mookling here. Your keys cost +X, where X is Mookling's power.
Nice.
Let's put a Mollymawk out ourselves. Let's put a Myliobe out, and let's put a Youngest Bear out.
Wow. That's a battle line, I'll tell you.
Yeah. I drew them all
What's
at once.
the Myliobe do?
Well, the tide is high, it gains skirmish, and then before fight and rage, the creature Myliobe fights in each of that creature's neighbors. They have to activate to fight if they can. Three, 4, 5, 6.
All right, ready for some pod racing?
Cool, yeah.
I'm going to play CR Officer Hawkins. Deploy, he can go anywhere in my battle line. Play, gain an amber for each of his neighbors that are non-Starlands creatures.
Perfect. That's exactly how that's supposed to work.
Yeah. Then we're going to play Calm Officer Hings. On play, search my deck for Calm Officer Gross.
Oh. Well, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're playing the digital version of
I
KeyForge.
put him in my hand,
Probably.
shuffle my deck. Here's Calm Officer Gross. I'm going to play him here. So they both have abilities that get better for each creature in between them.
Okay. And they have a lot of text on them that I don't want to read, to be honest with you.
He gives everything in between +1 power. She draws me a card for everything in between.
Nice.
Just, yeah, mind yourself.
Failed here.
Then I'll pass this to you.
I was hoping to get some kind of a sweet combo wombo going on here, but it didn't matter. Okay, so do I want to press my luck, or do I want to make things happen? Play fight. You give a +1 to each creature between Calm and Calm Officer Gross. No, that can't.
This draws a card for each one.
These can't happen at all.
Yeah, it seems bad.
Okay, let's go with Untamed. Let's go with Untamed.
Eric says, so ready for Ghost Galaxy to deliver new decks early next year. Do we have an update on when the Game Pound is supposed to deliver and when the release is supposed to happen? Anyone heard?
Yeah, I definitely did. I failed here. I'm not going to raise the tide. It's not worth it yet. So let's go 4 to that 3. Is there anything I need to know before that happens?
No.
Let's go 5 to that 3.
Okay.
Take her out right there. Let's reap. I think, yeah. Yeah, because he's just a, And then I'll pass. I wish that bear was next to this operative Espelon, though. It's a failure. Absolute failure. What now, Bun?
Should that have triggered?
Enrage that thing.
And each of his neighbors.
Yeah, so I fought this thing, so the only neighbor would be that guy.
Got him. Okay.
But I imagine he might attack with that Mollymawk anyway. I like those 5 strength creatures. They're very cool.
They are like the scout of this game.
They are.
Let's go Shadows.
Oh, no. I didn't know you had shadows, you old dog. Dirty dog.
We're going to play Cement Shoes. 2 damage here. If it's destroyed, I'll raise the tide. And it gains me an ember.
You can use a creature you control, courtesy of Operative Espeon.
So what?
After a player raises the tide during their turn, they may use a creature they control.
Well, I'll be.
That's awesome. I'm so happy about this.
Bang, do.
I'm glad I played this.
Yeah, let's go with this Mollymawk. He's going to attack, and we're gonna punch that thing.
Elusive.
Not punch that thing. Let's punch the bear.
Got it.
Then I'm gonna play another Cement Shoes, and we'll do 2 damage here. Then I'll play Loot or Pillage. I'll steal 1. And then I'll pass to you.
Shadow is good.
Shadow be good.
Everything they do is good. Why do they exist like that? Okay, well, in that case, what if we do 1, 2, so there's only 2 there. We could do 3. No, there's only 2 there. And then I take some chains. Do I want to take some chains? No, I don't want to take some chains.
Game Maker, did you guys see the post from Sorcery TCG about cards being printed and they are now printing foils? The foils looked crazy good. I did. Looks awesome. I can't wait for that game. I'm very ready.
Okay, let's play another Operative. Espeon.
Yikes.
Let's play an Officer's Blaster here. Gain 1 Amber. +2 power here, and when it's destroyed, it goes to its rightmost neighbor. And then let's play a Zap. Gain 1 Amber. Deal 1 for each house represented. So I see 2 houses, right? You see 2 houses?
Untamed Starlands, yep.
Yep. We just saw Shadows. Permission discard pile. I'm gonna do 1 there. Get him going. And then let's do 1 to this Mollymawk. And I'll pass it to you. Okay. Got it. Got it.
Let's go Untamed. Suboptimal.
Suboptimal.
I'm going to play a Bombex. Play it, get an Amber, and then if I can't destroy a Chanel, it gets destroyed.
I'm glad I took that out.
Yeah. I'll also
But you
play
were jacked about that,
Footfalls.
weren't you?
If I can't destroy the thing I just destroyed, it destroys itself.
Oh my gosh. I single-handedly made the most genius play on Earth, Zach.
So genius.
Ah!
I'll play Old Patty.
Can we stop and talk about that for a second? Do you want to lift me up?
It was very bad timing that I drew Chanel in my first hand.
Why don't you lift me up, man?
You don't need lifting.
You're right.
You just dunked on me.
I lift myself. This is a great one.
Yeah, I love Old Patty. We're going to play Persistence Hunting. Exhaust. Choose a house. Exhaust each enemy creature of the chosen house. I'll choose Starlands. And then I'll attack with Mollywawk here. Mollymawk. Just clear it out.
Okay, we got ourselves a little scrum here, don't we?
And then I'll check, pass to you.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's do it like this. Let's do... you've got 6 over there. No.
I've got a lot.
Let's play let's go the Kraken stuff. Let's go Photo Creator. When the tide is high, it gets +4 power. Play Capture 2.
There you go.
Use their money. He's dead. We'll play Seabringer Kakoa Taunt. When it's destroyed, I raise the tide.
I'm waiting for you to get the tide so I can get it and use your thing.
I know, yeah, no, I'm gonna wait and make it work. Let's play Wrath or Ruin. I'm gonna destroy a flank creature here. I'm gonna destroy Old Patty there.
See ya, Andre.
Then we'll play Storm Surge. You can't ready cards during your next turn.
Nice.
Keep that in mind.
Does that apply to the end of my turn?
Yeah, I think so. Wait, does it? During the ready card step of your next turn.
Yeah, that's awesome. Terrence Miller saying, speaking of dunking, remember the old ad. You don't want to be the other guy on someone else's poster who's getting dunked on.
Oh, right. It's true. All right, done.
All right.
You got a key.
We got on the scoreboard today.
Congratulations.
More where that came from, eh?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oops.
Let's go Starlance.
Okay.
Let's go Biome Discovery. The tide is already high, so I'll go top 2 cards and discard 1. Then we will play Zap. 1 damage to a creature for each house represented among creatures in play. So I can do 3 damage.
Can't imagine where you might want to put that.
Let's go.
What's that watching from the bathroom?
2 damage here.
Miss you guys doing X-Men content here in Tulsa. Yeah, that was a good phase.
Maybe they're in the bathroom of Covenant Tulsa. I'll destroy there and we'll do 1 damage
Still
to
there.
one of these things. I'm gonna play a Universal Translator. It gains Fight Reap. Use a friendly non-Starlands creature.
That's great.
Have it in play, so. But I will go ahead and Reap. And then I'll say check and pass.
It doesn't ready.
No, that's fine. I'll give that to you.
Who's laughing now, Bun?
Whew.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna be a little bit weird here. Friendly creatures during your opponent's. Okay, I'm gonna go with the Kraken again. I'm gonna play Call of the Void. Gain 1, exhaust a creature. If it was already exhausted, destroy it instead, and its controller loses 1 amber. Good timing.
Hardy har har.
And then we'll play a Horrid Sign-In over here, poisonous. Do we want that? We might want to actually protect a better. Yeah, we'll protect a better thing. And then we'll Reap with our Seabringer Kakoa for 1 amber.
Nice. J.K. Lawless, I just tried to get into X-Wing with my dad. I wish I could still pick up some of those Covenant movement templates.
Man, those were a vibe. Awakened stuff. Remember we first saw those? We were like, oh my gosh. These look great.
It was so good.
Okay.
Let's go Untamed. I'm playing Old Patty. And a Molly Mac. And I'll pass back to you.
Okay. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, what do you think?
I got some tricks. J.K. Lawrence says, trying to figure out what to buy and how to store it has been a challenge. Particularly without a subscription. Yeah. I have no idea. I've been checked out of X-Wing for years. But usually you just buy the chips you like. It works out after that.
Star Wars. Star Wars.
There's a box from like Lowe's that, like a tool, not a toolbox, like a box for storing bits.
A bit box?
Look at it. It's not a toolbox specifically.
Box for storing tools. But not like a toolbox.
It's not a toolbox. You know what I mean? It's like flat.
It's for bits.
It's got the plastic on the
It's
top.
for storing bits.
You can see through the whole thing. I also have a toolbox that I store stuff in.
Like, are you talking about your Xbox or whatever you got from that guy?
Kinda, but they just have like standard. We used to store our mom pack stuff in it. It's like, yeah, it's just like probably like this big. It's got a handle. The whole front is like plastic you can see through the top. It's for storing like beads or bits or whatever, right?
Beebs.
It's like a hobby box. More, it's not like this kind of hobby box though.
Loud and clear, man. Loud and clear.
Don't you get it?
I can see it in my mind.
Oh, man. Oh, that's good stuff. Come on now. Okay, what am I going to do? Well, let me tell you. Let me tell you, man.
It's been a long 3 years. I don't know what I'm going to do without this every day. I'm just
can't
kidding.
imagine.
I know exactly what I'm going to do.
Dun, dun, dun.
Join us at 2 p.m. live for the Coquito making class.
Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pay 3 to raise the tide.
Pay 3, you mean take 3 chains?
Yeah.
Eat it.
I'm going to pay 3 chains and I will eat it.
You don't want these?
In so doing,
The chain token plus?
I will use a creature I control, a critter save operative Espeon, and I will do 7 to Old Patty.
He's just trying to fish.
He has been trying to fish this whole time. It's very sad. And then I'll use another creature.
You take the tide?
I take the tide, yeah. And that creature is going to be, I'll just do this one, and gain an amber. Reap is what we call that, technically.
Excellent, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And I've got I'm going to play the Untamed. We're going to play Chelonia there. After you play another creature, if the tide is high, gain an amber. So then I'm going to play Assert Dominance. For the remainder of the turn, a friendly creature gains Skirmish, Ready, and Fight. So I'm going to Skirmish, Ready, Fight here on your Mauling Nuclear. And then I'm going to play a Mookling and a Myliobe.
My.
I'm going to gain two amber, and these guys are going to go somewhere on screen.
Left or right? You just loop it around.
Let's just do right. Yeah, we'll do right. That's fine. Chelonia getting taunted. We love it. Mookling, sure, you can be over here. And this is where, I mean, can it be a digital game? I don't know. How do you do that?
Anything's possible on a phone. It's happy hour here at Covenant. That's what we should have, a happy hour.
We should have a happy hour.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten anything literally all day. I told you that earlier.
When did you say that?
I don't remember the exact time. I just didn't eat anything.
Oh, it's
today.
because I was like talking about lunch and you were like, it's a miracle from God.
Yeah, I was like, you sent me that text.
No wonder you thought it was
lunch
today.
and I
You were
was
like, the Lord has delivered the manna from heaven.
no, instead, I'm just very hungry.
Oh, I got protein bars in
They
there.
say it's good for you.
Fasting
to-
occasionally, yeah?
Yeah, or just to have a little bit of the burn of,
Feel the human hunger.
yeah, feel it. Obviously, as a voluntary exercise, it's much better.
Yeah, yeah. All right, mine?
Yeah.
I'm going to go Shadows. We're going to play Captain No Beard.
Great so far.
We're going to play Shoulder Id. Has Taunt. Cannot fight. When it would be dealt damage, instead steal 1. We're going to play Old Bruno. Capture 3.
I remember that.
He's elusive. Just be buyer beware. We're going to play Mug. I can move 1 amber from a creature to my pool. If I do, deal 2 damage to that creature.
Nice.
and then I'll pass.
Okay.
And you didn't draw an extra because you're chained?
Where did all my amber go?
I captured it.
Oh. Yeah, I have 5.
He's been bamboozled.
Get this street magician out of here.
What day is it?
Okay. That was very nice. You did everything you needed to do. Ah, that's not enough. Okay, look at the top 2 cards of my deck. Discard one of them, otherwise raise the tide. That seems like I should save that to raise the tide. A creature of the chosen. That's pretty good. And then I have creatures too. Let's not forget. And your keys are +2. Don't forget about that.
What?
The Mookling there.
Oh, all right. Not check at all. It's all right.
So, with elusive being what it is, interesting. Okay, I'm going to choose Untamed. I'm going to play Persistence Hunting. It's going to gain me an amber, and I'm going to choose a house. Its shadows exhaust each enemy creature of the chosen house. That's going to be all of those.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yep. Then we go to the tape here. We'll burn elusive to elusive there.
He's got taunt.
Cannot fight? When it would, but you'd steal instead of dealing damage? What the heck, dude? That's amazing. Even on the killing blow?
Is it cannot fight like take the fight action?
Yeah, I think, well,
It doesn't. I think he does punch back.
anytime it would deal damage, it steals money instead.
Oh, that's right. So he just doesn't punch. Yeah.
He punches me.
If he would deal damage, I think I take 1, even if he would die.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because it's simultaneous, isn't it? Well, that is a great little setup you've got there. That is ridiculous.
If he had direct damage, you could get rid of old Bruno.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just
Nice.
1 right to him.
Yeah, good. That's interesting. Had no idea.
Well, I'm just here to help.
This is horrible, Zach. You've built a heck of a puzzle here. Nobody likes this. All right, old Bruno. Well, if we can't beat it, join it. That's what I've always said.
Yeah.
7. You can't forge currently because it's 8 to forge a key. All your stuff's exhausted. So I'm gonna reap 3 times.
Okay.
Hope you don't have more shadow stuff. And I'll pass to you. Draw a card. Can you do something about all these things, please? It's so annoying.
I'd love to, but I'm not going to. We're gonna go shadows.
Oh no.
I'm gonna play a Shielder Id.
My gosh.
We don't talk about Bruno. I'm gonna play Brand of the Fanatic. You gain an amber.
Hey.
Yeah, but when he's destroyed, I steal 3.
Okay. Won't do it.
Just remember that. And then I will pass to you.
Okay.
You get yourself a key.
That's right.
Is that just Shielder ID?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Or like id, like it's
It's a
just
fun joke we tell.
could be a Freudian thing. I don't know what they were intending. Okay, now it's to me. I'm the guy. How many? You still can't make a key. What are you doing? You're supposed to be forging keys. That's the whole point.
No, J.K. Rowling, Zach, the Puzzle Master Bun.
I generally,
You don't want to come into my fortress?
well, no. I do. So if you fight with those no, they can't fight.
Right.
So they're just there to be so annoying.
Bodyguards.
They're just totally annoying. Your opponent gains 1, and then you still have 3, so you're gonna like slide that into some. Well, you got skirmish, so you can't just sacrifice yourself. That's cool. Okay. But then you could just kill this guy, which is fine. So we buy a turn. Okay, we're gonna play Star Alliance. Biome Discovery. If the tide is high, look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Gain an amber. Discard one of them. Otherwise, raise the tide. Discard one of them. Let's discard this. Ooh, we like this very much. I'm gonna go with this. Yeah. Discard one of them. Okay, then we're gonna do a sabotage mission. Your keys cost +1 for each different power value among friendly creatures during your next turn.
Say it again.
4, 4, 4, 7, 2, 2, 4. So 3 different power values. Keys cost +3 for you.
All right.
We'll put that. It won't matter. Will it? Then we'll play Science Officer Quincan. Chelonia will trigger gaining me an amber because the tide is high. After play, chooses an active house which matches no cards in play. Steal an amber. Seeing as how you're all shadows, I feel like that could be relevant.
Well, there's also, you have my other 2 houses on the table.
Oh. And then Diplomat.
A gun?
Play, fight, reap. For the remainder of the turn, a friendly creature belongs to the house of your choice in addition to its other houses. This guy's going to belong to the
Star Alliance?
The Star Alliance. And does it matter? Should we just reap?
You can poison away one of my ids, right?
Yeah, that was where I was going, but then you kind of got to ask the question. Is it worth it? Everyone's got taunt. You're taunted 1,000 years from Sunday. Yeah, okay, we'll kill that.
Steal one?
I do?
I do.
I don't know. Does poison resolve before damage is dealt?
Well, isn't poison doing it when you deal damage?
Oh, yeah. There you go. You did it. Congratulations. Well, this might actually matter now. Don't forget this. These are +3 and +2.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
All right, and I'm clean.
All right. Over to me, eh?
I don't remember. Do I? Yeah, I removed the thing. Ah. This deck is so annoying. Oh my gosh.
So I do that.
This is a better game.
I play that. Yeah. All right, we're gonna go Star Alliance. I'm gonna play Amber back here. It's gonna raise the tide. And then this creature also gains. Let's actually do it here. Creature also gains at the start of each of my turns. If the tide is high, I capture 2.
Okay.
I raise the tide, so those trigger.
Yes.
So I get to use 2 creatures.
That's right.
Let's think about that.
Space race. You leave me alone.
We'll just reap twice.
Ugh.
Then I'm gonna play Professor Emeritus Keyring. He has deploy. Play. Use one of his neighbors. If the tide's high, use his other neighbor. So I'm gonna reap, and then
Capture one here.
yeah. This has skirmish, so we will fight this thing.
You want to do that for sure?
No, I don't. Raise the tide. That doesn't really matter, though.
It wouldn't trigger these guys, which is worthwhile. Depends on how long you want Chelonia to stay on the board.
Man, actually, if I did that, then if I had more creatures to use,
Oh, yeah.
I could raise the tide again.
Yeah, it's silly.
Yeah, let's just clear it. You can have the tide back.
Tide on.
Then we're gonna play Selective Preservation. Choose a creature of each power value, then destroy each other creature.
Oh, good. Thank you.
So I'm gonna keep my 1, 3, 6. So you get this back.
Choose a creature of each power value.
Yeah. So
Including mine?
Yeah. So 1, 3, 6. Any 1, 3, 6 you have is definitely going.
Going, or is it staying? Oh, I see what you're
Yeah.
saying.
And then I'm gonna choose one of your 2s. So these are definitely gone. Let's get rid of him. And then I'll choose one of your 4s. He's technically, which side was he on?
That one.
Okay. We're gonna get rid of those 2.
This guy goes here.
Yeah, I'm gonna toss it down.
All right. Hey, cleaned her right up.
And then these guys are gone. We're gonna play a same guy here, and I will pass to you. You know what? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Oh, and hold on, even worse. When Bryn was destroyed, I'll steal 3.
Right.
That's why I was doing that.
That's important as well. Ooh, if I had one of those cards that punishes that.
I will leave it as it is. You can keep the tide. No KeyForge.
Wow.
Wowie!
Okay. How much amber you got over there? 1 bajillion?
14.
Well, that's interesting, isn't it? I need amber.
Wow. This deck is good.
Yeah, I think I'm done now. I think this is the end.
Bum, bum, bum.
My only.
And that goes away. In the end, you're dead.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're going to choose. I do have skirmish, so that's something. So we've got the id, and then because it's skirmish, I don't take any damage on a skirmish, right?
Right.
So that's convenient. Let's choose Untamed.
Mm-hmm.
The tide is high. Let's go 6 skirmish into shoulder id.
Okay. So that will actually
Destroy everything.
get them.
Which that was just going to be too much.
And they get enraged?
Yes.
No, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Then we'll do a key frog. I can forge a key at current cost when it's destroyed. And then we'll do a Deepwater Gruin. It's going to gain me 2 amber. When the tide is high, if the tide is low, you would have gained 1. However, it is not low. And I'll pass it back over to you.
Nice. We're forging now. All right. Just don't mess up.
Hate chains.
Mm-hmm. Let's go with Starlance.
Mm-hmm.
This guy will attack here.
Too bad. Can't forge at current cost. What a bummer.
Let's play Grand Alliance Council. Choose a creature of each house. Destroy everything else. Star Alliance, Shadows, and Untamed. Just having 2 board wipes is like wild.
It's a tough Gruin, though.
I'm gonna play Diplomat Agung. We'll make this Star Alliance. I'll reap here. And then I want to fight you. That guy, but he's got to fight at some point, right?
I guess. I don't know. Does he have? Is it anytime you would take an action, it's got to be fight, or anytime he could take an action, he has to fight?
If you activate him, he has to fight.
If you activate him,
yeah. We'll leave him for now, and then I'll pass to you and say check you.
Okay. Check. Get out. What's it all about?
I made it through my deck.
Yikes. Okay, this is going to be a good question. It's going to be a very good question. Whew. This game is crazy.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good little racer.
Let's play Brain Drain. Look at your opponent's hand, choose a card from it, put it on the top of their deck.
My card seems good.
Okay. Untamed, you don't really want to play any of these cards.
Brian Blair, traveling this week, so I'm not sure I'll make it Thursday, but dropping in while I can, just in case I can't make it, to say thanks and enjoy the week. Thank you, Brian. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a part of it.
That's pretty good. You play Kerwallop, or you can get to Amber. Creature gains skirmish, fight, move on from the creature. This creature fights to your pool. From the creature, this, okay, if I have nothing on my stuff, that doesn't really matter, but it does gain you 1. This gains you 2 instantly, but it gains me 2 as well. Not sure that matters. Or the old shoulder id can come in again and do its thing.
Just iding around.
If the tide is high, other neighbor. Okay, so that's... So you use them, you gotta do the attack, okay? Let's see about this. It's one of those two for me.
And where does this go?
It's gonna go to the top of your deck. And then let's see if there's any weird damage that's gonna matter. Let's drop that out of there.
Yeah, that seems good.
Okay, consider yourself brain drained. Then we're gonna sink or swim, exhaust a creature, each of its neighbors. You can imagine where it goes from there. We'll play Echo Pearl, gain an Amber. And then we'll play the old Portal Monger, tide is high, opponent's keys cost +4. Who's laughing now?
No. Oh.
They don't read either.
That's true. I was just ready to get to the end of my turn. All right, well, in this case, let's go.
Good to see you, Brian. Check on my side also. I need one more card.
I'll go Shadows. We're gonna deal 1 to each creature.
Okay.
You get those. I have 2 creatures to go, so I will gain 2 Amber.
2 Ambers.
And then 1. And then we'll play Shoulder Id. And then I will go ahead and gain 3 chains. Raise it up.
3 chains. Come on, man. Okay, I'll forge. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
He's back in the game, baby.
Just gotta prevent you from forging.
Easy.
There are cards in there that do this. Destroy Echo Pearl. Exhaust, stun, and enrage a creature.
That's
Same creature?
1 creature, yeah. Just really lock him down for a while.
That seems like what's happening. At the start of your turn, if the tide is high, capture 2. Okay, let's see what you got here. So we raise the tide. You're forging a key. with 5. You got 5 extras, so you got 1 on top, 1 extra on top. So can I capture 1 chain or otherwise really 2? I need to get 2 off. Amberback doesn't do it. At the start of the turn, if the tide is high, capture 2. That's at the start of my turn. That won't happen. Rocketeer Triska doesn't matter. Rocketeer Triska doesn't matter. No capture or steal. Brand Drain doesn't matter. Look at your hand, put something on top. Counterseat doesn't matter. And Rust Miser doesn't matter. You did it.
He's all out of gas. That's the
KeyForge finale.
If there's any genuine criticism against this game, that's probably the biggest one.
Yeah. What's up, Gaddy?
Close game, and then you just have to recognize that you've lost, and then
okay. I lost.
you know you're in a tournament. You're like, all right, pass, and then your opponent's like, I get a Forge key.
Did I get a 40 key? Yeah, that's a good game though.
That was good.
That was deep. All right, let's play a game of Mindbug.
Yeah.
Remember how that works?
Oh, sure. I will once I have the cards in my hand.
Yeah, it'll be 2 seconds. And we don't need pops. We don't. If you're,
I've got pops.
you got pops. We don't. It's whatever. Sure.
Finish strong this week.
Yeah, that's right. This week is all about it.
That's the old 2020 vibes right there. It's like, you want to play some Mindbug or do something else? Because we got. What else are you gonna do?
You want to talk about something? See what people are saying. Are you going to? Are you going to? No, you're not. Yeah. The Fab announced that over the Fusefest weekend.
Yep.
They're doing that.
The calling indie. I'm calling in sick. Just kidding.
Eric Waters, great question. Have we tried Alliance yet?
We did.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Remember
did.
mixed
That's right.
mash?
That's right.
I thought it was good.
We did a full stream on it. I don't want to think that hard about KeyForge,
Yeah.
but I don't have to. That's the beauty of it. I just don't play it. Don't play Alliance if you don't want to.
That's right. Yeah, we tried it. It was fun.
It was very, very worthwhile if you were looking to get a better deck. What's up, Tylen? Literally just finished the final episode of the Star Wars CCG Journey. Awesome.
Nice.
Just feel like an end of an era. Thank you for all the great times. Well, thank you so much for being here, Tylen. For those times, and they will continue in one form or another. Okay. KeyForge is KeyForged. Yeah, so just note these components will be available till December 30th, limited edition pre-order. We'll make them, we'll ship them, and then we will.
And you'll get them.
Not be making them again. We will put these yellow stuns back in the main Archon set at some point. Okay, Mindbug. Remember how to play this?
Loosely.
Shuffle those.
You're welcome,
We're
Chris.
supposed to remove a certain amount. Okay. We have 4 Mindbug cards. They'll have a Mindbug on the back. Yeah, or the front, I suppose.
They all have
Deal
Mindbug on
2
the back.
Mindbugs to each player. Place them face up.
That's right.
Shuffle the 48 creature cards and deal each player 10 face down as their draw pile. Leave a bit of room next to your draw pile for a discard pile. Draw 5 cards from your personal draw pile. We have 3 life points. We'll use our little ambers. Goal of the game: win the game when you get three scores. Remove whenever you gain a life point after you add it to your life tracking pile. Each creature card represents a creature. Play them, and then optionally after something's played, the first option is your opponent has to refuse to spend a Mindbug. If it's the case, it goes through. Otherwise, you spend a Mindbug.
So you basically get 2 steals.
Immediately get to play that card instead of the opponent, and I lose a Mindbug, so you get it.
So make your opponent use the steals.
Ideally, yes. That's the name of the game. Use your steals more wisely than your opponent, and also randomness
Easy.
of card
Have you
games.
seen my opponent?
I have.
Choose your stack. I dealt 2 stacks of 10.
I've seen him daily. I feel fortunate for having...
Ryan Blair wants to know, how consistent was that shuffle?
Has that good Matty P consistent random, or...
Or true random? The only definition of random we have.
All right. Mindbug. All right. Who's going first? Evens, odds. Odds, odd.
All right, so I play one thing.
Play one thing and resolve the ability. You can only, there's summoning sickness, I think, otherwise the game is broken. We need some keywords. Keywords.
Dysphoria, I want to say thank you for all the streams. I will likely not be able to watch live on Thursday, but I'll watch it back when I get a chance. Dysphoria, you've been an absolute pleasure on all these streams. Thanks for being here and a part of the Discord community.
Absolute pleasure.
I'm going to play a Rhino Turtle.
All right, so you can either play a card or attack with a single creature. And note, Frenzy, if a card survives its first attack, it can attack a second time this turn. And Hunter, attack with a Hunter instead of the opponent. You may choose an enemy creature who has to block it.
What about Tough?
Tough. I'm going to guess. If the card would be defeated and isn't exhausted, exhausted instead of defeating it. So it's hard to take off the board there. Obviously.
You going to steal it?
That's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've got to see if I have an answer to it.
That's right. This game's good. Mr. Woodfall saying, yay, Mindbug. Terrence says, I'll be sure to bug you on Thursday. Excellent.
No, I don't want to steal it.
All right. Good luck.
Now, wait a minute. If I play something now and you steal it, it goes back to my turn, right? It would have to, because otherwise you just dupe me twice. No.
I'm pretty sure.
If your opponent decides to use a Mindbug, they immediately get to play that card, turn that Mindbug face down to show it. The opponent resolves any play effects, then end your turn and immediately get another turn.
Okay.
All right, hold on. We gotta see then.
But you gotta be careful.
I know. I gotta be freaking careful.
When do we draw?
After you play a dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Terrence asking what tomorrow's stream is going to be. Tomorrow is part 19 of our journey through Lord of the Rings TCG, the finale. The whole series, we talked about having 20 streams, and we're going to do 19. Delightful. People will be like, where's that 20th stream?
Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to play... Oof.
Thank you, Dysphoria. He's been rewatching the Arkham Horror streams. Have to say the standard of presentation you set from that first week stands up through all of them. Rapturous applause.
Cool.
One of my favorite moments, I know we're doing some potential highlights on Thursday, but that first Arkham stream, when we put the Doom tokens in the plastic bag.
Oh, yeah, and then the Chaos tokens?
The Chaos tokens, you're like, this is the most disgusting thing I've ever done.
I want to play a Luchator. You want to steal it? 9 Frenzy. Get Zach's Beefy Boys in the party. Luchator? Lucha.
1 second. No, you good.
Okay, cool. I
remember that guy was like a really good early drop.
Yeah, it was really good.
All right, I'm going to play a Tiger Squirrel. Sneaky, don't know what that means. Play, defeat an enemy creature with 7 or more power.
Would that go through your tough?
I think so. Well, when he would be defeated, does he...
I think it's when it would take damage. Let's see what it says. Now, this is crazy if you allowed this to happen. If it would be defeated and isn't exhausted, exhausted instead. And you get another, And I can attack your stuff, or I can attack your life, and then you get to block.
I don't think you can attack my stuff.
You got to block with something.
Yeah.
You choose the blocker.
And Chris says, just like that elusive set 10 for Star Wars Destiny.
I can't let this happen.
Brian says, whenever you come back to Lord of the Rings, you should name the next one Part 21. So do 19 if we ever play again. Just don't do 20.
I gotta steal that. I'm stealing it.
Yes. Do you get the play effect?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So you just exhaust, but then it's my turn again.
Yeah. What does sneaky do? Can only be blocked by sneaky creatures. Cool.
All right. Oh, I draw a card when
I draw as well.
I'm gonna play a Brainfly.
Oh, come on.
Give me that other steal.
And then I just take control of all of these things. Do you have like are there board clears in this game?
Maybe.
Are there board clears in this game? So I take control of your rhino turtle? I mean, that's crazy. Are you kidding me? Y'all Mindbug that. Bring it over.
Take that.
Are there board clears in this game?
Take that. He's out of mind bugs. Great.
He's out of bugs.
I'm gonna play Snail Hydra.
Okay. You just defeat a creature. Got it. Okay. You got it. It sticks. Okay. And then when do we unexhaust stuff? Is that at the end of the turn there? Exhaust, unexhaust, etc. Take control. Right. Got it. And then let's look at what happens when things fight. Attack. Pick a see your opponent and now pick a creature from their player to block. If they decide not to block, they lose a life. If they block, the unit with the lower power is defeated. If they have the same power, both cards are defeated. Frenzy. If it survives its first attack during a turn, it can attack a second time this turn. Okay, so you would be incentivized to block that. And then at the end of the turn, we unexhaust. Okay. So if I have Frenzy here, if you don't block, you lose 2 life. So you've got to block there. Easy. And then we can also go, yeah. Or we can also just start poking through with the freaking. No, I've got to. All right, Lisa Tor attacking your life. You're the only thing I can attack.
And if I don't block, you get attack again?
I can attack again. Yep.
Yeah, I'll block.
Okay. Over to you. Dylan asking, are we excited about the new Star Wars FFG deck building game? Can't wait to see you guys play that. I have learned nothing about it.
I know nothing about it.
I'm not a deck building game guy, normally. But it is interesting.
Let's go. I gotta do that. I'm gonna play a Snail Thrower.
Poisonous. Power 4 or less. Have Hunter and Poisonous. Okay, so you choose the blockers, basically. And Poisonous. Okay. So you force... But the Rhino Turtle doesn't die, which is cool. It's got time. All right, sneak through here with Sneaky for 1.
I will lose 1.
It's gotta happen now.
Spider Owl?
Sneaky Poisonous. Very nice. Okay. You're down to how many cards? 4? 5?
4.
And then you can choose blockers. Do I have to be unexhausted to block?
And you unexhaust at the start of your turn, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the cost of attacking.
Your opponent may now pick a creature from their play area to block the attack. If they decide not to block, the same power. You cannot spend a Mindbug to take control of things. The exhaustion rules are questionable. When the defeated, this effect, constant, game terms, steal, take control of. I feel like I'm missing something on the exhaustion side. Do they tell me this ahead of time?
What do you feel like you're missing?
Like, for instance, if I swing here and you block with Poisonous, then this guy dies. if you were to swing at it and it exhausts, I guess there would not really be a situation where that
Well, I can't really
matters.
swing at it.
Right.
I swing at you.
Well, you can force me to block because you have Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
So your sneaky guy has Hunter there.
Yeah, but if you have to tap to block.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, wait a second. Then how would tough ever work? You probably exhaust after you attack and
Maybe you
block?
don't exhaust at all. It doesn't say pick a single creature to attack. Your opponent may not pick a creature.
Yeah, there is no
to block.
exhaustion.
There's no exhaustion. Okay.
Easy.
But then, so what does exhaustion mean in the sense of the game?
Probably you can't attack with it.
Exhaustion means rotating the card 90 degrees to highlight that it is being exhausted doesn't affect what a creature can do. It can still attack, block, and use its abilities. Oh, nothing ever untaps. Like if it exhausts, it's exhausted forever.
You
I
get
remember
tough
that
once.
now. Yeah. So we failed this game. We'll play another one.
Yeah.
Meantime, let's swing with Brainfly for 4.
Interesting.
Marcus Brown, hang on, this isn't Flesh and Blood. It'll make you better at Flesh and Blood. This card game will make you better at all card games.
I'll block here. We're gonna play Grave Robber. I'm gonna play your 9 power thing from your discard pile.
That's real good. I forgot that there's really good cards in this game. What the heck?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do one here.
Let's go. We'll play Kangasaurus Rex, destroy all your 4 power less creatures.
All right. He did it. You got there. Okay. Then we give you things. We gotta give you things. I'll play a Goblin Werewolf. Hunter 6, well that's my, so 8, and it can force a block. Or just a 2.
You're good.
Okay.
I'll attack for 9.
Mm-hmm. Just a frenzy, huh? Yeah, I'll pass twice.
Yeah.
I need a draw. Okay, give you things you want, but you don't want enough of. Deathweaver, poisonous. Can I activate play effects?
Take it.
Okay. Cool.
That's your answer. Can't have poisonous, can't have sneaky. Them's the rules.
Play shield bugs. Tough. Other allied creatures have +1 power.
I'll attack and make you block here.
With Hunter, where are you gonna that thing? Okay.
My Death Weaving Poisonous Hunter. This goes away.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess I should have attacked that thing, really.
There with Hunter.
You got it. Let's go Ferret Bomber. You have to discard 2 cards.
Okay.
What a game! What a game!
Yeah, we got 2 cards.
Yeah, 1 card in.
Okay, man.
Yeah, it's my Mindbug.
Okay. 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 Poisonous, huh?
Poison is as poison does.
Top 6 order. Opponent discards a card on attack.
I use sneaky if you don't have anything.
Mm-hmm. Well, steal it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that guy.
Yeah.
And then defeat an enemy creature with 7 or more power. So let's defeat this thing.
Oh, 7 or more. You going? Come on, Shield Eyes, you got this. Is there something that just does 1 direct? Are you getting burn cards in here?
Sneaky. That's the best way. You take a break and you go.
You got me.
Sneaking. What a game. What a mighty, mighty game.
It's good.
Yeah, if you can get them to use the mines early, you'll play 1 more.
Yeah, the fact that tough keeps you exhausted. It stays exhausted.
Is notable.
Yeah, less exciting to steal that guy up front. It's good though. It's close.
Yeah. I knew I had the so even if you stole the 2 things, I technically had the Rex in my hand to blow 2 of them up.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. I can't remember if there's board wipes in the game or not.
Yeah.
Seeing the cards again is very helpful.
And I was like, if he does steal them, if he doesn't, I'm in a good spot. But if he does, I'm in probably a better spot ultimately.
I just gotta plow through it. Had to win with 4 on the board. I've been here for years.
Alex Becker, don't call it a comeback.
That's how those Mindbug games usually go. Being out of Mindbug is the worst. But the value. The value.
I'm gonna roll her up. Odd.
It's odd. These are all very familiar now. There is a burn card.
Straight up, they lose a life. Yeah, I think so.
Woo! Living on the edge. Halfway there.
I'm gonna play B-Bear. Can't be blocked by creatures with 6 or less power. J.K. Lawrence, yep. Gonna be ordering a copy of this game. Looks great.
It's so good. Okay. Play a Tiger Squirrel. Use the bug bun. Use the bug man.
You got it.
What now?
Thinking. I'm gonna play a Sharky Crab Dog Mummy Puss. He has Hunter, Sneaky, Frenzy, and Poisonous. If any of your creatures have any of those.
So he's a mirror.
So he has Sneaky right now. He's the big sneak.
He can sneak.
Zinnick, do you guys think a pirate theme has any place for success in the future? Having fun messing around with Battletech mechanics, but I need a rock solid theme. I love the pirate theme. 7C, OG, absolutely. Ships, pirates, the whole thing. Pirates of the Caribbean is one of the most successful line of movies of all time. So if pirates can't work, I don't know what does.
What does?
Have you Captain Hook? Peter Pan? Whew. Pirates are great. 5 out of 5
Would pirate again.
cannonballs.
Let's play a turbo bug. When
Got
it attacks,
'em.
you lose all life points except 1.
Well, that seems ridiculous.
It can be yours for the low price of 1 Mindbug.
Just attack and that happens?
That's all that's gonna happen, man.
That is ludicrous.
Make sure it doesn't have to live.
Aaron Clark says, one more suggestion to play Radlands on camera. I think you guys would love it. I have a copy in my office. We will play it at some point.
After it attacks, before you declare blockers.
That's a silly card.
Yeah. Decide if you want it or not.
I will take it.
Mm.
I can't. I either don't have a way to destroy it.
Back again. Back again.
So, I guess. Here we are.
Now I'm in a conundrum that I set myself up for.
Well, you love to hear it. Oh, I did this.
Dang. Okay.
He gave me the turbo bug.
Well.
He won't possibly steal it.
Okay.
Gugak Fungal.
Do what?
I think it's Gugak Fungal. Watching from Denmark and loving your play streams feels so Cody. I have
Cozy problem?
KeyForge and Mindbug, but I wish I knew more people to play with. Well, there's someone here earlier from Denmark. You should find them. Literally, that was the only other location that's been mentioned on the stream is Denmark. Here's what you do. Are you on our Discord channel? If the answer is no, click the link that's going to pop up on the screen. Join the Discord. Go to General and say, yo, from Denmark, looking for awesome people to play tabletop games with. And it was Cozy. You predicted that right.
Beautiful. I'm going to play the shield bugs, dog. Tough. Other allies have +1.
Fine. I'll attack.
Black, tough exhaust, lose team.
I have a wee bit of a problem. Max Heal, are you guys playing with the additional Kickstarter cards? Color me interested. I don't think so.
Maybe.
I don't know. They sent it to us, but I don't know.
Mysterious Mermaid. Set your life points equal to the opponent's.
We're gonna steal that. No. That's bad either way. What is this garbage? All right, fine, you get it. I wasted a steal for nothing. How many cards in hand?
5.
All right. I'm going to play a Harpy Mother. When defeated, take control of up to 2 creatures with power 5 or less.
Okay. Acceptable. Acceptable. Is that acceptable? Hold on a second. Nothing happens, and then you got blockies. Nobody likes that. All right, I'll take it. Let's go. Going back to the world, back to my girl, back to my family and friends. One bug down.
Luchator?
There he is. The Luch.
Mr. Woodfall, you guys plan to do another classic game series after you wrap Lord of the Rings. Content's changing. What we're doing is going to still being solved, but I assume old games that we love will be a part of that in some way.
Snail Thrower. Poisonous. Other allies with 4 or less power have Hunter and Poisonous.
Mm-hmm.
You like that? Is that all right?
Mm-hmm. Seems good. I might take it. Thinking.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, let's take it.
Oh my gosh, a free board.
How many cards in?
Still 5.
Okay. Chris says, I assume you guys are pivoting to a dedicated Middle Earth CCG stream.
Absolutely.
How did you know?
We absolutely are. All right, now what do I do? I play this card. I play You've Gotta Die. I need poison. Okay, I can find that. Or I can just chuck some guys into the Luchatar. The problem is he frenzies. It's a lot to chuck into a Luchatar. Axolotl Healer, poisonous, gain 2 life.
What am I supposed to do about that?
I think you're supposed to steal it.
Nuts. Alright. There's a way out of this.
What's up, Goblin Reserve? Well, you answered that freaking tiger squirrel, didn't you? Love that tiger squirrel. What's it gonna be, Mr. Bun? Everybody's got +1. Going to bury you. I'm going to bury you.
I'll attack here with Hunter, or with Sneaky, and Poisonous.
Huh. Sneaky and poisonous, so I can only block with a tiger
Aaron.
squirrel and lose. That's a good attack. All good.
Remember when you were 1 life this game?
That was cool.
Aaron Clark saying, I still listen to the podcast, but want to say thanks for the last 3 years. It's been a huge part of my life. Look forward to making the Tulsa trip someday, and I hope you both enjoy the holidays. Aaron, it's been great to have you with us.
You can't block it. Isn't that something? So we could do knifey spoony all day on this.
Your Poisonous thing?
I mean, you're... Alright, swing for 6.
Lose 1.
Ourselves in a bit of a situation. What's up, Chris? Saying they just announced another round of flight delays, but if I had to be stuck in the airport, I'm glad I was stuck here with TC Kaboom. He didn't say the Kaboom part. That was me. But that is funny, right?
That is funny.
Can I get a blanket for my insecurities, please? KH McClure, I assume there will be more videos of Steven twerking to jive with the algorithm nowadays. That's right. TikTok dances only. Zach's going to teach SoulForge in 60 seconds while doing a TikTok dance. He's going to teach it through dance.
I'm going to play Shark Dog.
This is where it can all go wrong. All right. What is this? What is this nonsense? I'm going to force something to block there. If I swing this hard, you still really can't do anything about it. I mean, you can just like lose a shark dog. That's fine. Poisonous. That's your sneaky thing. And then you're like 4-4. Harpy Mother in.
I'll lose one. Over to me.
Over to you.
We'll attack here.
Mm-hmm.
It has Hunter and Poisonous.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make you block here.
Okay.
And I'm going to use the ability to destroy there.
Okay. And I take control of this team.
Yeah.
So this guy's sneaky.
Yep.
Are you dead?
Yeah.
Also,
That wasn't even close.
watch out for Killer B coming in -1 life. Dude, by the way, if you had stolen that mermaid and gone to 1 life, and then I just played the Killer B next turn, it would have been so funny.
Yeah, you can't go to one.
But you didn't. Rubber match?
Yeah, let's do one more.
Last one.
I felt great when you were at 1.
Had some things go my way that game.
And then everything cascaded out.
Had some things go my way. This is the card game of card games in many ways.
Very good.
If you taught somebody Mindbug and played it with them for like a month, they'd probably be very good at every other card game on the planet. It's about understanding trades, strategy.
Any trade-based game for sure.
Mm-hmm. If we're not trading, what are we doing?
I'm going to go first this time.
Oh, sure, yeah. Maybe it's a disadvantage.
Yeah, 1-1 going first. Seems
That's
fine.
true. Yeah, that's true. Okay, why don't we do... Wow. Play Explosive Toad, T1. Frenzy, defeat a creature when it's defeated. You want to take it? You want to take my coughing?
No.
It's so funny that coughing turns into wheezing. This is what the new Pokemon don't do, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all Jarbrovamon turning into Sky Dough.
Jarbrovamon.
It used to be simple. Kangaskhan, it's like a kangaroo. Taurus, the bull.
Snail thrower.
Wheezing,
Yeah.
poisonous
It's
gas.
literally something that's just coughing.
I think it's a good point.
It's a great point. Yeah. We're all proud.
All right, how about an Elephantopus? Tough, and you can't block with 4 or less creature powers.
Okay.
It's a good stealer, don't you think?
No.
No? Okay. JK Longs, it definitely does. That does count as a... Catan does count as a trade-based game. Yeah.
Tiger Squirrel?
Oh, that old thing, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. Is it?
You allow it?
I don't know yet. I mean, if I don't have an answer, I don't have an answer.
I mean, you just tap. He's tough.
But it's sneaky.
It is sneaky.
I can't block if I don't have sneaky.
I can't block the big thing.
Well, yeah. I do one, you do one, I do one, you do one. I win.
That is how it goes.
So what do I do if I don't do that? It's a tangled web. Okay, everything's fine here.
I'll defeat that.
Oh, it does that as well.
Okay, it's fine.
Toad coming in. Frenzy.
Block here?
Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on. It doesn't matter. They both go away.
Yeah. We're back.
Alright. I'll play it. Let's make sure I want to play that before I do.
We're very protective of our mind bugs these days.
Yeah, that's a good time to do it. I want to play a Lone Yeti.
What's that about?
Watch your only creature has +5 power and frenzy. Good for me, not so great for you.
Okay. Was that 10?
10 with frenzy.
Yikes.
A 10Z. Mr. Wiffle, I'm with you, Steven. When they made Ice Cream Cone Pokemon instead of Keys Pokemon, it was time to jump ship. Can we make... I know
Man, that Lone Yeti's good, man.
I know we've made an electric mouse, but have we considered making the cheese?
Now, hold on a second. If I don't have a way to deal with this guy...
You gotta take him.
I gotta take him right now.
Yeah.
Because you could just never play another thing.
That's right. I mean, it's just 2 coming at you next round if you don't know what's better for yourself.
I gotta take that. That sucks.
It's so good.
Ah.
A Lone Yeti.
So bad. That is gotta be a game. That's probably a game-winning play from the Bunster. The Bunster himself.
We like it. We like it. This is actually pretty funny. The things that I'm figuring out here.
Let's see. We'll probably stream 1 day a week. We're not done streaming for good at all. We're gonna do some more produced stuff as well.
Goblin Werewolf?
Mm-hmm. So he's a weenie on your turn and otherwise fine. Yeah. Start pressing the advantage while we still can.
Lewis. Then Jay-Z comes in and says, they done.
We're not done. Swing for 7, you can't block.
All right, there's one.
Be a shame to lose such enthralling content. And Zach and Steven think about a Mindbug play for 10 minutes at a time. See, if this is produced, we could jump cut it.
Yeah, just to the next thing. Play a Compost Dragon. When I play it, I can play a card from my discard pile.
Now, wait a minute. So you're saying if I steal that, I can do that instead?
Yeah, you got one thing in your discard pile.
You're going to play the little sneakers?
Don't know what I'm going to play. This gives Poisonous and Hunter to these guys.
This is acceptable. You can play it. Play on.
I can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Swing here, no blockies.
Yeah, lose 1. Hope you don't have it. I'll swing here for 8.
You got it. Swing for 10.
Block. Poison.
I'll swing again.
Forgot about that. Hold on. Back it up. I'll block here first. Then it goes away. Then you can swing again. Block here. Card's name.
5.
Swinging.
You got it. Kangasaurus. Defeat enemy creatures of power 4 or less.
It's fine. You draw.
Yep. Nope.
Attack here for 8.
Yeah. Not great. Okay.
We're in the end game now. You gotta have very particular cards.
Poisonous, no play effects.
What card was it?
Death Weaver. That's fine. We'll play Sharky Crab Dog Mummy Puss. We're living on a dream.
Mm-hmm.
Josie wants to know if they'll get more or less Nalgene ads now.
Play Grave Robber. Tough. Play a card from opponent's discard pile.
That's looking like a Steely Mobile.
Keep in mind you won't be able to activate play effects.
That's fine, I'll still take it.
Let's play another Grave Robber then.
Oh, God. Take it. What do you have for me now?
Good question. Well, what do I have for you now? You gotta swing in here with 7. I can throw the poison at it. You got an 8. I'm gonna play a Harpy Mother here. Defeated, take control of 2 creatures with power 5 or less. Yeah, that's right, Andrew Harrison.
How many cards now?
3. That's the real reason we're cutting back on streaming now. You can cut our funding.
Interesting.
And you say, Goblin Werewolf, unexpected MVP of the game. Didn't see that coming.
He's pretty good.
Did not see that coming.
I do that. They're gone. Yeah, sure. Werewolf will attack the Weaver.
Yeah.
It's the only answer. We like unexpected MVPs. Goblin Werewolf was good. I remember back when we played it the first time, it was like... Goblin Reserve was unexpected. It is a goblin. Just realizing the power of like a big body at the end.
Yes.
If your opponent doesn't have the numbers.
Especially with all that, tough garbage.
These grave robbers you handed me?
I got myself an interesting sitch. You just swing. Right. You swing 5. I block 7. You swing 7. I block. Well, well, well. This is fascinating. So, swing 7, no. Swing 5. Nobody likes that either. And then you gotta block there. I'll take that in. Alright, I'm gonna play a Shark Dog. 4 attack. Hunter. Defeat an enemy creature of power 6 or more on the attack.
I'll attack here and hunt that down.
You don't have Hunter, do you?
I have it if you have it.
An enemy does?
Yeah, well,
okay,
enemy.
Hold on. I thought it was your team.
Son of a...
That sucks. Oh, gosh.
Son of a...
Oh, this hand is so bad.
Yeah, it seems like the last 3 or 4 cards were just not doing it for you.
So bad. Kangasaurus then. For 7. Enemy creature power 4 or less. Cool, 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 cool. We love it. We love it. We love it.
I'll attack you.
Attacking me. 5 on 5.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happens if you die.
Nothing happens when I die, basically.
All right. Block it.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah, right. Well, it's yeah.
In my mind, it's like, you can't block there. You can't block at all. Man, what a racket.
Some top-level Mindbug being played right here. Take it to the World Series of Mindbug.
How many cards left?
2.
Asking for a friend.
If you play the discard cards, I've got to steal it, but don't do that.
Spirit Bomber.
Oh, well. Clearly, I can't not take that.
You gotta take it, yeah.
Well, let me think, though. What if I don't not have to take it? All right, let's think about that. Then I can take other things. But then this happens. Block. Nowhere. I'm out of options. 7. So yeah, that becomes an absolute reckoning. All right, I do have to take it. Then you just pound me with the 7s once my cards
I have to
are
discard
gone.
though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, here's the coup de grace. The moment.
I'm gonna play a Ferret Bomber.
Yikes. Got rid of my mysterious mermaid that would have lost me a life. Well, I don't believe this one's going to end well. Harpy is an even trade. 7 in. All right, swing with Harpy.
Block here. Mutual destruction. I don't think I had a way out.
Beautiful.
Attack for 7.
You got it. I'll even just take it.
Yep.
sneak it?
Dead.
Yeah.
You had the steel left. There was no way to play my last hand. I don't think. I mean, there may have been a solution on the table.
That's the weird thing about this game is you always feel like you're missing the secret puzzle.
Yeah, it's like I was looking at it. I had two of those things in my hand that discard 2. But you can steal any one thing I do. And any card if I play a sneaker, you take it. And then if I don't, my other option was the 9 strength thing.
Yeah.
That when you attack, you blow something up if you have less creatures. But I can't play it.
Because I would take it?
Yeah, just take it. And then if you take it, even if I play the thing that has sneaky to discard your cards, then you just attack me.
Attack for 9 and win.
Blow something up. I can block the 9, but I have to like use tough or something.
You didn't have poisonous. Yeah, you gotta use. Yeah.
So I was looking at my hand. It was like, I feel ahead, but I can't. The actual
can't
way,
work the problem.
the actual way I think I win is if I play the guy and you don't steal him. Like you can technically not steal him and still not just immediately lose.
Big 9.
But then if you don't steal the sneaky guy, then it's very good for me.
Yeah, that's great. You've got sneaks for days.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday afternoon. It's 4:30. Big old finale coming at you on Thursday. If you want to check that out, we're going to be playing clips from the past 3 years of our streaming journey where we've been at it 4 to 5 days a week for 3 years of our lives.
Chris,
is fantastic.
Thanks for being with us.
And then moving on, like I said, we're going to be doing probably one stream a week, and then we're also going to be doing some more produced content. And we got big projects we're working on that aren't on camera, so we're hitting that as well.
Yeah, sounds best.
So cheers, Jack, Chris. Appreciate that. Here's to the end of an era. Thanks so much for all the work you did to pull the community through the pandemic. TC is a pillar of the industry in my book, and just the hardest working crew in tabletop. That is like the kindest thing to say. Thanks so much for that. Anything else? We got any other announcements? December 30th is the last day on the holiday products, so check that out. Last day to pre-order.
Also, if you sign up for a KeyForge subscription at this point in the stream,
sign it up.
The next one is the Winds of Exchange.
Mm-hmm.
Is the next set.
After that, it'll be all new sets moving forward. And the game found is kind of weird because sometimes you get the stuff from the game found and then you're like, I don't want to start a sub until after Winds of Exchange, but you could use a few more Winds of Exchange decks, right? And then SoulForge Fusefest, I want to reiterate, you can come to that having never played SoulForge Fusion and having no products whatsoever and not be at a disadvantage. We'll teach the game that morning, and you'll be using product that is given to you at the event itself. So if you even like Mindbug and you play card games at all, you'll be in perfect shape to enjoy that event. So you can come hang with us February 4th here in Tulsa. Check that out on our website. And that's all I've got to say.
Let's get out of here.
This finale of Lord of the Rings is tomorrow. Woo, that's going to be exhausting. I'm going to go home and cry. And then Thursday, we'll do the finale of the whole thing. And we'll hope to see you all there. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time.